Right for every individual. So we are MP, we are assemblyman, we are all the same when it comes to prosecutions or any kind of proceedings we will have it before the court.
Okay.
But the question is, at first in Assembly, is that what we are getting?
But even before betting whether or not and no na yenyan.
Yeah.
You perceive yet sit ninety at 2 force in Kra, which na court no. I say I didn't see anu which na court.
Okay.
We are not by whether or not it's a fair trial.
All right. That's fine. So there are former minority the current minority leader rather.
Yeah.
Former minority.
Yeah, former deputy minister.
Former deputy minister, now minority leader in parliament. Honorable Kisle Atuforsen is before the court for a very simple reason.
Okay.
The reason is Emribia Bassano Kona Ghana here ambulances.
Okay.
Edia share yang some Jabana not to say John Domani Mahama Bayan Edwin said who be here say Becrebiaba. Na procedural no a buying at the Bia 1 year physical you need the Ministry of Finance to come in.
Yes, sir.
It would be good. So anything money, whether it will come from Bank of Ghana, whether the Accountant General will give you any check, you need to go through the finance because they are under the finance ministry.
Okay.
BOG is under finance ministry. There's always a deputy minister who is part of the board.
Okay.
And that deputy minister is the deputy minister of finance. One of them, I can be also a board. And yet at the forefront. But because you need them in say energy ministry, but my main can be and from say, okay. You know, I was once an aide to the former energy minister, Noble Joseph Energy. And I experienced times I'm in the call finance ministry to go and get letters of credit for certain things. And yet for but I was say I told you I can't money for letters of credit. And to her, yeah, now FM.
Yeah.
And educating on what letters of credit is.
Also be educating in
oh yeah, I mean you're buying in research right? You're trusting the night. You're trusting when be on fire. Enti the woman enti abra wo mo ambulance na ba no. O manya company do ba. But I was someone be reference letters of credit. So my main kind of from
okay.
Letters of credit is a financial instrument issued by a bank or a financial institution. So in this case, it's going to be issued by government through the finance system. No, financial institution.
Yeah.
So it can be issued by government through Bank of Ghana. But you need the Ministry of Finance to do that before they will do it for you. But say that guarantees the buyer's payment to the seller or to a seller will be received on time and for correct amount. So okofa dia breme me ma sika but wo hia sam ahotoso bi say wo di ade ne ba ye betua woka
insiachi ba
ti no ne say letter na ye de ma wo no
tina enye sika se ne ago
damage no enye sika letter na mu nye sika
enye sika ne mum assurance bi say
assurance aban de ma
wo di adekode de ba wo betua oh na go for
oba kyerɛw sɛdeɛ yɛsi tua no anasa sɛdeɛ obesi atua no ma wo
okay
so wo sa ase enti saa nete ba ɛno no ana ebiam tie ne yɛsi ebetua sika nipa ma wa ɛnyɛ finance ministry na tua ma direct you be paid through Bank of Ghana or the accountant general
until letters of credit na beje no ɛna de be kyerɛw bankers
piao
okay
say me kofa ambulance di abre Ghana ban o ma meska ne mum
siachi ba
agency dia o de asiso ma menie ti we ne dia dance say me de ba umbetua meka but so we nie ba so eno no so eno na o say aya yewura atefo sen sign say letter no wanya approval from the boss
sometime no I say tepe
yes I wanya ne nsam approval ana de ko sign letter ne ko adu ogbo no nyina no and tin na finance minister no attack ni mo attack atefo sen
okay
but ye so we a minister ye ma deputies
okay
constitution ni mo say ma deputy minister o man constitution say o man panin ni wo a we minister na adwene ho wasi he appoint a deputy in consultation with the minister eti menne o man panin ene ebia nana wotu oba minister for attorney general abadwene ho say ye de twum ma wo say deputy a ope ye bisaw they consult you or consult the council of state to appoint you the minister but or consult the minister to appoint deputy
say be na ye adwuma mpo a
yeah so there are some people that your name can be mentioned to him and he can say no to you
wow it's Idris Abra na ba bia be kono amamu ede
sir he can say no to you enti the letters of credit outlines specific conditions and the required documents that the beneficiary must present to receive payment. Nti else ni mu no and as letters of credit na aban betro no. Obachira say so ko ambulance ne ba e also show A B C D and sana ya maniska.
Okay.
It's a man bi obet message wo mu say one. Oba on provide for instance invoices. Just say wakota ambulance de bro what on 1 cedi na otoma be 2 cedis
do be okotoro no eso je krata free order
invoice must prove company go producer man no because on wo mu nya ka obi na yen and okota me ba exactly so obi na yen na akota you must provide invoice to that effect
I don't see away
so invoices are 1 2 shipping documents because what they ba
that's the bill of lading
yeah no asro no yes
oh okay
bill of lading there and no bachelor say ebia what dey we ba eba be do the same
oh okay
na say document na di kan ba be do nsam enti eba won nsam no a eno na say we ko register kan no mali na we de kan ho ko register after say we pia we shipping division bi awie
okay
we de kan ho ko register
okay
ti eno ma we nyina no ye no ma we de be dia dance e be kire ba wo hwa krata ni mu na wo mu kire say we no else we na 25% 25% you become 4 times enti ambulance na edi kan ba part bi aba 25% will be paid other way ba ya the way some till you complete the entire contract eti ye mouse kan nyinara wo bra adwuma enema nyinara nya den emedu ye eti de edi kan ba ye eye the vans no puso hu a opa ye pon show ya driver fa bypass na fa be maka mpoti wo no bo si park si Air Force base wo ensuo na tabo no
ana say
yeah it's just see asem no kase ambulance na ye ka ho asem ye twon so isi
8 years ago
esi was see and sent match baby esi no would enwura air force base gra
Accra FM
drive fast bypass na we be that now for the military cemetery when our marketing is saying for how said they wo dwen ne eye kwan na cantonment I mean Bema camp no hwe wo send fa ufuri say sprinters na ba hwe wo send fa ufuri horse na ba hwe wo send ngum so
don't
on so why you behind be ho wura se ho no an so sabo ambulance ni
me say go here then
I say yempe ye twe ho ma so nti yempe
Ghana
nti go
and a pro
yes
and a be because of any ambulance
ain go anso hawo some no kasai ne inta emu niama na anka ye be fix wo mu no so aba gu port no so yankle
we say van
ne di kan
ye be hye settings no wo mu no eno aba
so na pro say ya what is o maka say o mkoto empty van bi na ba fi nim
eno na advance
and na advance musa ne ma no wa anya ne say wodi nyina ba wo mo ba wodi ba na aka so medical dey even say bia musa cars mpo ye vehicle assembly si wodi part ni bi ba
okay
na bia later na ties so ba
that's right
na we ba na fi ye bedura na ya hye ne nyina bo fa ansa na akwa wonya car na den ato so in simple terms e bi no ye no wodi van na mu aba but akamu niema na abashe no that extra container na I want to know now the anya amana ya ambulance no the other extra niema no so baaye eno so kapota no so yankle
me dey say cancel assuming without admitting to say you were ato forcing the case no etwase yede ne gina mra ne mpoa e ba ne sen ana oman isota ma me oto isota ne ba hye ne chi 50% into them because edit trotrechi company ne to ne de tosa you know
exactly
na enema we ya ba na ese clear na yusu na ye jagu pot Ghana nema
eguo
ana fa no so enso tobo no
anti kai hu say dachi bia no
Ghana
se wi asem die no na de court be kan bia no ka wi a the possibility that cars need to be very very because I never car three ne say e be si wa na wonya no hwe
correct
man say intem over start no na fei na ne kon adeche na so adeche ne ti adeche ne nan sa nti afei na car no sin fa so bi e bi am maremfi company no de cars ne bra ye no so mpo be kan ne mere bi say se cars ne na ba bo so mpa mo fo ya de mere na e ka bi am bu ya no ye ntua musika mam back eno so aban yampne go for them ya you am prince ade ne so
ti o ye card so me Sunday sika na man
yes sir I mean say we man so ba eti man so ba ho ma wo ye ndo ye so the company no ye pese ye protect ye din
company bi okran ko ma wo
ne kura wo mu ne say on say me protect lo e wo abroad akra abuche companies ya na wo mpe man so sem e wo mu din ho they always want to I mean protect their corporate image
okay
and I'm saying they don't like litigation. That is what I say arbitration, mediation in that serious companies will always go for arbitration. They will never go for litigation.
Because the best say one image.
Because it destroys your image.
Someone is kind of buy.
They were ready to say because they want to protect their corporate image. So man, I can't do what you man swan. Mum for your ambulance and the back. Yes, you put back. Na a car born 2 million and something euros now what they bought at of force no yen tia musika mamo and also go for them empre and so ampre in the ambulance na yen yusu esiwo enso to bon ma chebe
sika no so ayanje
na hina part na ba no so go port no so e pro yesi enye no hwe sika no so de ma no so ayanye but ye pane ye kwad na ye bebo wo court no na court adi wasa
no it asan e be rat force wo no
yeah
cancel emrem no ye nya ntansa bia emo wo mu a aye Ghana boni sei
ne bre ne baba sisi idea man no any leadership into unya bi
ba ye bibi e betimi dia bon mo mre
oh of course enti sisi idea leadership ni want unya bi but bre ne ba leadership baba and sen leadership ne ba ye de da ba to de da sempani so amfa nto frito ye mani frito da
justice party
so the woman match on and no one could say ye bon court say you rat force was the entertainer make also nya permission to write but hon na me chiro mu say Ochro krata ni wiye no. Okoya krata na ochro eno a. Krata ni kuta the seal of the finance minister. And the finance minister's seal no. Ohenaba. No deputy minister or even chief director has it.
Okay.
Minister na wo. So what it means is that ochro letter ni wiye no. What the command the boss no. A man the boss no share ehun say we okay with it no the seal so. And say if you akọ Bank of Ghana. Indicate adin bi onaka ye hwe manzo. The ma brantie ne kan tape ni mu say minimum radio nim say atefo sen ehun son oye innocent, that was his word. Enti enye mo me se metwan asem enye ne kwade ato no so mitimi nye en ma kiro mu no the man ka sa no ma kiro.
Okay, a friend wa join ya ne lawyer Chum Berima oye mranim ni mapa ewo Ghana ha, and beyond that wa practice law kakra ewo amanone nti wodim ne oka wa kadamu ewo mransemu na yetun safre yura se ufa yenko school kakra efa na press conference NDC organize ya Chairman General Johnson said a LED that borders on a minority leader, former Deputy Finance Minister Ivra Atofosia ene ujina emrano one Japan. Inti yebe Japan say no kakra, but that is what we are discussing. Wait my journey with questions be our and messages our na as you can come. Yeah, who's the messages ni be, they keep sending them and repem. But the kind dial is *413#. Na choose option 2. Me catch you say enra mo fan cheme. Man yes adwuma enne yenye say adwuma ne yen draw ba miensa. Nti ba che obi anka ngum 120 50 100 200 kaguma ne yanko enim. *413#. Na choose option 2. Na enne me make sure say be draw ni. Nti ba che say did that, this is your time. Obi antwa bi ne yanko enim *413#. Na choose option 2. Na follow prompt no. Na ye be first draw, second draw. Me try say me okra ye be third draw na nya kakra kodi. Okay, Kazo. We macho yenkoso. Ya na odi ewura ye tie tape bi. Na ye ewura japa ya o kana semu yi. Ya na odi ewura honom na yate ase.
Okay. Enti enra tape no a motie no nyina na ye say asem die no say de ma kire wa asem na ni so no. Na asem die no de ekoso.
Okay.
Asem die no ekoso no mu no ana akoba se emrem no ye kase ye bobi ku adu a asche ne se me a wo se oduma kokko so bom ku adu me nya bone o.
Okay.
Then the issue where he is presumed innocent
until proven guilty. Council, but your father, my wait just few minutes.
Very well.
Yes, and come back to council at least. Yeah, refresh your hokakra. Na kaka your hokakra near.
You pay only after the goods have been delivered. That is also the contract, not so.
Yes, but then the financial instrument for the project is an irrevocable letter of credit. So
good.
So that credit letter has already been sent.
Hold on, no problem. But in my view, that letter of area, the contract requires that you pay by letter of credit, not so.
Yes, in addition, we should establish it upon the sign of the contract. So already you have paid.
Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes. Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance, since there was no advance mobilization, advance payments, that LC was a security that you have to establish ahead.
No problem. It's on the contract for every 50 ambulance. It is a contract for every 50 ambulance.
Pardon?
It is a contract for. I'm saying upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes.
It is a contract for every 50 ambulance.
The contract is for 200 ambulances in tranches of 50.
Good, hold on. So that contract for 50 ambulance is different from this one?
No. The contract is one contract for 200 ambulances, which has been broken down within the contract for every few. You establish LC for every 50 tranche. So you have 4 LCs for the 200 ambulances.
No, that part I disagree with you. But if you look at the terms of the contract, it's quite clear. And it should not be difficult for you to accept because really it doesn't put you in any problem at all. That does not put you into any difficulty. And you know the Minister of Health, the Minister of Finance. So for me, if you accept that, and it doesn't put
No.
you in
See, the problem I have in accepting that for you, for you is that in there are letters that confirm that, both from government and from our principal, that is for every 50 ambulances. That confirms that. And I'll be tendering those letters in. So I cannot go against what the letters say and the contract say, because I was the agent at that time. Japan Business was the agent.
Hold on. LCs on site. Payment shall be in euros. First, we said there shall be no advance payment.
Yes.
What does advance payment mean?
What it means is that you are not the supplier was not going to be paid any cash, any money for him to use in procuring all the accessories and everything to manufacture. So the manufacturer will use his own money to buy the ambulance vans, all the accessories from across the globe, with the security from government being the LC. And the LC has conditions precedent.
Hold on. Bridget, yes, advance payment don't mean paying in advance of the delivery of the goods.
They said no advance payment.
Yes, advance payment means that you are paying before the goods are delivered to you.
No, they said no advance payment. Not that there's advance payment. Yes. No advance. Mean that you will not pay.
Yes, until the goods are delivered to you. Also.
Yes.
Yeah, so until the goods are delivered, you don't pay at all.
You don't pay.
Also. So, and then also it goes ahead to say that payment shall be in a free manner. LCs on site of goods. In fact, what is it even LC on site of goods? What does it mean?
What LC on site of goods means is that when you ship the documents, when you ship the goods, when you ship the goods from your port of origin, the bill of lading of the goods is what you use as
LC on site of goods means when the goods have been shipped.
They have been shipped.
Not
and then
the goods have been delivered in Ghana.
No, when the goods have been shipped. Because you have gone to do pre-shipment. So what I'm trying to explain is that so you use the bill of lading. You use a bill of lading. You use a bill of lading.
You establish the LCs after pre-shipment inspection. No dispute about that.
No, the LC is established as soon as you sign the contract. You establish the LC, and that becomes the security comfort for the supplier to invest his money.
It says LCs on site of goods are established upon the signing of the contract.
Yes.
For every 50 ambulances.
Yes.
Yes. Which contract is this? It's not a contract for every 50 ambulances. So in under this main contract, this was like the main contract.
The main contract and LC for every 50 of the 200. So the contract is not saying that government should establish one LC which is 15.8 million euros for the whole 200 at a go. No. Government has a bulk contract of 15.8 million euros. Now, this contract will become, the ambulance will be coming in tranches of 50 ambulances. So you establish your LC for the 50. When that 50 have been delivered and everything sorted out and handed over, another LC is established for another subsequent 50 until you finish all the 200. That is what the contract says. So the LC that was established.
Even then, hold on. I don't agree with your explanation. But even then, this explanation, that's not what happened in this case.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, that's not what happened. Yes, because the LC was established even before pre-shipment inspection.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
There was no pre-shipment inspection. So, so it means there was no basis for the LC to be established in the first place.
No.
That's really not your problem anyway.
Right, in that particular place, you are getting it wrong. If you may have patience for me to explain to you. You are getting it wrong there because when you establish LC, the LC had conditions precedent for it to be on it. And the condition precedent states that you can only cash the LC when you present shipping documents, which is bill of lading, to the Ghana International Bank of the buyer before the LC can be honored. So even though the LC was established upon the signing of the contract, was supposed to be established upon the sign of the contract, it cannot be cashed or honored. It becomes a form of security for the supplier to invest his own money. And when he ships the ambulances, he can then send a bill of lading to your bankers, to then honor the LC, because that is the condition precedent.
But in any case, in this case, even the LC was actually cashed. Everything, that payment was actually made before the goods were shipped.
No,
the goods got to Ghana.
No.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't have the supplier. There is no way under the sun he could have cashed the LC before the shipping document, which were condition precedent, was presented to Ghana International Bank. Even when he presented the document to Ghana International Bank refused to honor the LC, raising issues of discrepancy, which came back to Bank of Ghana, which later went to the Ministry of Health, and then Animana authorized Bank of Ghana through Ministry of Finance to pay, because they had sorted out the discrepancies with Big C. That time, around this time, or the ambulances had already arrived in Ghana. You are not privy to this one, I'm telling you.
In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple, the theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go, the way you want to go about it.
So let's agree. Let's describe it that way. Let's describe it that way. Do you want to go about it?
Okay,
if you
fine.
agree to it this way, for me, it makes it simple.
Yes, it will make it fine.
It doesn't also involve. It doesn't involve any difficulty for you.
Yes, I agree. I understand your point. That it doesn't.
When you say there's no advancement, yes. When you say there's no advancement, ordinarily meaning in Ghana that you don't pay until you get your goods. Now, the contract here, even the clear terms, unless maybe you guys did not draft the contract, it says LCs on site of goods shall be established upon the signing of the contract for every future.
No, the contract was drafted by government. It was done by government.
Oh, yes.
And it was an LG department perused the contract and approved the contract for government.
It is not a problem whether they approve it. Every contract is actually approved before later when they are implementing it, then problems.
You see, what the difficulty I have with your position is that, you see, frankly speaking, fine, as you are saying, if I agree to your position, how you want to go about it and how you want me to go about my answering questions and things, if I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest, because I know that is not how it's supposed to be, and I'll be dishonest in such a way that I'll be assisting for someone I know is completely innocent about this. For example, Ato Forsen, to be jailed because I knew something was wrong, was not the way, and I decided to keep quiet and to answer the question in a way that will make your case better for you to jail him. I'll be battling with my conscience. That is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue with Yoni Kulendi, when I went to Yoni Kulendi's place, anytime you bring this issue, that is my problem I'm having. Because me, for example, I am in this case because I'm innocent and I'm going through ordeal. So I'm looking at another person also going to go through ordeal, and through me, because I know the truth and I decide not to say it because I want to help the AG make his case. And I ask myself, what is my interest in it?
I'm not asking you to really help me. I'm just going by it. Anyway, so that's fine. So this one was even just by the way.
I hope you get my difficulty.
It's on the phone. I don't even know that.
Oh no. Don't worry about that one. My issue. I'm just. Oh no. You and I will be meeting. You'll be meeting me at my cousin's place, and you've been bringing this issue up several times. And I keep telling you that I can't do that because it doesn't sit well with me.
Look at the terms of contract. The terms of contract are simple. It is on site shall be established upon the sign of the contract for every future with us.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah.
It's for every. So when you see the hand for every 50 ambulance, means that it's not only the 50.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
For every. It means that it is not only 50.
Alright.
Mean that there are a lot of 50s that will be following. So that is what I was trying to explain to you. So frankly speaking, the LC that was established was as a security for the supplier to invest his own money, since there's no advance.
Yes, it is the same that was used to pay. Because LC was the means of payment and the agreement.
Yes. When the conditions precedents are met.
which is what that is good that they have some documents.
That he has the bill of ladings, the ambulance have been shipped, and the bill of ladings are presented. That is when you can catch the LC. So until you ship the ambulances, you can't catch the ambulance. You can't catch the LC.
Was that? It was that in this case also.
Yes, in this case, yes. When he shipped the ambulances, he then presented their documents to Ghana International Bank, and then Ghana International Bank refused to honor the LC and raised issues of discrepancies, which was later cleared by Animana at the Ministry of Health for payment to proceed. And that is how he was paid.
Yes.
So, frankly speaking, if there's somebody who authorized this payment to go on, even though in Ghana International Bank raised issues of discrepancies, it's Animana. He was authorizing those payments.
But you include when you heard the Bank of Ghana officials and the Minister of officials and even Setepe say that no payment can go on except with
words. Ghana's Attorney General and then Cartier General on Tom Kobo Market, the Attorney General of the country. Emrafunina, a bumble nympho memoir. When you're not penning, and I hear people say the tape was doctored. Some sisters will say, anyways, Laura, until lawyer betre muna. No, one or two questions I want to believe, sir, in the course of discussion, no, maybe, sir, lawyer. But why is the Minister of Health, former Minister of Health, not a party to this suit?
Well, sir, on no one according to the or that cherry picking the opposite of Adeko. But I say, medical actual more as to what LC means, you know. Side definitions in one mount, the generic steps or components of an LC worldwide. And a year, you will never get a letter of a bill of lading where you have not shipped any item. So what okay, me opposite who car crowd different butchery but a duty bill of lading no and adequate duty. Bill of lading, the word is lading, is LADING. Bill of lading and no. And now what the quadru duty, what the common so the check you duty now. Before the can do. But don't you never? So any document I was make add natural from my phone. The catcher was said, and the money be our present to show or to make your LC solid, no. A yes, I present bill of lading, and the first thing I am the Cambodian trial, and the other shipping documents. Okay, so always about any catcher and say, yeah, I don't know about 200, but you won't find any name boom or ban four steps, and that's 4 chunks. To the first set, 50, second 50, third 50, 4 50. The Ebiano, there will be an LC for it. And the condition precedent in this, and you have to be a condition precedent, as Jan said, I dare say we are sending BBS. I dare say we are sending BBS. No, sir, you must present or he will present a bill of lading. That is a confirmation, sir. I dare never gonna Yashipieba. That will prove it. And you're going to say, now, on countless occasions, I wouldn't share you now. Who shall not pass one tilting us some non can be. And then got to say, Ubri be out as a baby and make catcher was say. Me my conscience wouldn't serve me right because it is not the right thing to do. It is not the right thing to do. Or say, I was writing whatever he said. He said, I would be dishonest if I go by the way you want me to go. I will be battling with my conscience. Me tibuani mi bedi if we say baby I person me fa nye kwan no nti den ba ya fe de chinja ta person fa say wonu say won sama wo de court and say de dan court na wo si wa close case no bibia na present evidence no say you solid enough na ye de betumi abom wasem na adim amankunum de atimi aba. Why are you bothering yourself? Why are you bothering yourself? Now so no because Senya's sanity, this is what he's doing. Now, what do you know? I saw your brand before the tape will be or can or court when he was in the witness box. When somebody entered the witness box, anything that he says there is in evidence. And see, open one house of extreme records, sir. It is the court. One house of extreme records is the court. It's the court. So panya kwata fuma yetno. Into where ya a brand tele catch the court and say me person say mo me kan yan fan enko court no records mu. Na we see wo. Me want to be entwan you ho. The appropriate thing to do, me amati ai. Na me ma pie wo court mu na akasema me nya ade ato me so. O yampon. Be you one yampon. Enko sise mate me ho ase wadam won ye mpie nko na ade be court na kase me kan nya chise wonti na me nko ana wotena wodi hwe o mo amade be kan nya kan wie opie ba bonte no ana wo se wo deputy nko twen segment mfa meji wo nsem na no. Are you serious? Now o hwe ne letter no de ba bonte no out and nam deputy no de ba no be kan paragraph 2 ade a chiro.
Okay.
The Republic has never required or desired the cooperation of any of the accused person in the matter in which it has already succeeded in establishing a prima facie case against all accused persons. The opposition say, "Kwadubofo no, and say o man no, emom pini enipa miensa na yebo kwadu say ato forcing, say japa say ba ko no ka ho no, wo mom pini wo mu biara. Se o boyen eni yen enya dwene ne enya bibibia na se bia ye hia so ba support ye wo mu nya bibibia saada if se wo madua bo mu nkura wie a kire eye epo a wasem no ama court no ama kwan se wo mu so meyi wo mu sama no eti wo mu mfre obi ada first question mu si am so ubo tape yi hwan na kasa
Jakpa any Godfredame Attorney General.
Enti eya no kura mpase wo nhia obi a na obi anwene obi hu.
Enya no kura.
Nti onso mo yenkuntumpofo. Also Godfredame is a blatant liar through this letter. He's a liar. Who continue with that same paragraph? Neither the Attorney General nor any officer from the office of the Attorney General has approached any of the accused persons with the view of obtaining evidence from them. Ebiam say Godfredame o say na body etirefu o say ye me other colleagues lawyers no gwan ba office o say hwan obi bia o bia no eni hu a waba prince afo me nsan mu biara epe even say adanse bi afri wo nsam but so hu say na ban ten educated on what letters of credit are.
Godfred and Tias.
So what are you trying to say?
Now as someone Tias in the court.
What are you trying to say? Then ocean is by no nima wa ye no a ba ko atwa so no e ho no anu ho aye se wo not Godfredame timi katira brante ne se me de me yitu kwan enti so pa ko katira court so we na gi medical report ko katira court na nti wo nko court
Eugene per side na mama why per side na council kana na yemo
ehu ohineba onu onipa na wo na wo bonu ko adu se waye bone no wotimi sai ne hihye ho ebo posa etre ndo no nkoye na we nya Ghana e fa na se we betimasi
and he's still at post very criminally minded
anya Ghana nipa no a woso waye bone wato man mra enti woni ni die na wo bonu ko adu se wo wie ne se court no ya dwen a ye bi ko fa nto afiri asim mfirihye bi a court be bodi no anna wo san kire no ekwan bone a won fa so and we call this one minister of justice We call him Minister of Justice. No, he can't be one. Because this is not justice. Justice doesn't direct evil. Justice that doesn't seek for deceit. You want a suspect, a defendant to deceive the court. Accra FM. Ash. And MPP is defending this.
How is this one different from Niamu friend perjury? Now perjury ni cry that.
Okay, so
you come back to
where perjury is what didn't see or actual court say. Once somebody about to do na ye no kra na be no kra through do na wakotwa through mu.
Okay.
That is perjury. Because once you swear, no, you must speak to the truth and the truth only. The truth and the truth only. To which and the perjury is a criminal offense.
To go for the idea, it cannot be termed as perjury.
Yeah, I want to try to be.
Okay.
My main kind be being so quickly. Just 1 second.
Okay, so live on Accra 100.5 FM. Ubetimi joining with your messages. Kingsley Kojo, Ozeboze. Today we get English language prof for here. January. Okay, so we say okay. So on the bill of lading now, Rene Lopez. Also, I really like this man's submission. Anytime I listen to him, Simon. I do not understand why the president have not seen the need to sack this man called Attorney General of Ghana. Very disturbing and very shameful and very dishonest. Okay, so Andy Moles on the near Abre Positibo Nkosu lawyer as Attorney General. Ebenezer Mokhtar, Ghana is not safe under this wicked government. Wicked court. Good afternoon to watching from Mauritius. Thank you, Kakra Bedu. Also good to hear from an honest lawyer like Lawyer Berima on your show. Indeed, President Mahama will get honest people to govern this country again.
Before some amount, the law not can make it to amount.
Okay.
There is a judicial pronouncement. Because a judicial pronouncement, there is a court a casa. I was saying be one OD. No can be far will be our year prosecutor and attorney general. Natural kind was say. In the case of a trial, he was the commissioner of police. Was say a prosecuting counsel is a representative of the state. It will be a original bokwadu ewo boni obi adi ho atia ban mra no. Wo ye oman no anamusini ba kono no. And a minister of justice no ya atentrene swafo. Court na kasa you. It is not his function to obtain a conviction by all means. And then as soon as you say kwambia so kian rain or shine whatever I was about to be to afiase I was some more be edimi kwadamu there be and then as soon as no it is not his function but simply to put before the court the facts which comprises his case and to make them perfectly intelligible. Nembo mnajuma no say obatam na nsam de abatu court anim abonu nkuro se de fata e wo nyansa ne nimdie mu uwi agama court no we attorney general wadima no it the court can the case of a trial and the commissioner of police ehun never to who say who court anim asam now the to governor da me suban hu a was fata wana ani ba ko
No, the LC is established as soon as you sign the contract. You establish the LC, and that becomes the security comfort for the sub. To invest his money.
It says LCs on site of goods are returned upon the signing of the contract.
Yes.
For every 50 ambulances.
Yes.
Yes. Which contract is this? It's not a contract for every 50 ambulances. So in under this main contract, this was like the main contract.
The main contract and LC for every 50 of the 200. You said so. So the contract is not saying that government should establish one LC, which is 15.8 million euros for the whole 200 at a go. No, government has a bulk contract of 15.8 million euros. Now this contract will become the ambulance will be coming in tranches of 50 ambulances. So you establish your LC for the 50. When that 50 have been delivered and everything sorted out and handed over, another LC is established for another subsequent 50 until you finish all the 200. That is what the contract says. So the LC that was established.
Even then, hold on. I don't agree with your explanation. But even then, this your explanation. That's not what happened in this case.
Okay. What response it was. But with my journey in your life, Accra FM 100.5. Oba no watch my who said Bibri Eddie or my dream Abba.
The judge will not call upon them to open their defense. Let us throw those accusations in the dustbin of worthless material. Again, on the question of who initiated the meeting, even from the NDC's presentation, it is clear that if any meeting at all was called, it was mooted and initiated at the instance of the third accused person. We would like to put it on record that as of February 2022, when Jakpa requested for a meeting with the AG never met him and never made any arrangement to the Supreme Court Justice, Emmanuel Yoni-Kolendi. It was not until the AG was invited to the residence of His Lordship Justice Emmanuel Yoni-Kolendi in 2023 that he surprisingly met Richard Jakpa at his residence. We remain resolute and very firm in our minds that the Attorney General has never approached the accused person for any conversation, let alone request him to skew his testimony against first accused Gisela Tuforsen. The only meeting at which the Attorney General met the third accused person was in the residence of a Supreme Court judge, His Lordship Justice Emmanuel Yoni-Kolendi, who about 6 weeks ago requested to see the Attorney General. It is not out of place for the Attorney General to visit the said justice upon request, more so when the two were friends, even before the elevation of the latter to the Supreme Court. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we are all lawyers, we are all trained lawyers. Standing here as a lawyer, if even a magistrate, a circuit court judge, should call me as a trained lawyer to visit him in the house to have a discussion, I will not, for any reason, say that I will not attend. But that meeting should not lead me to abuse my professional oath and pervert justice. Lawyers and judges drink from the same bowl. The judges are lawyers before they became judges. So if a judge invites me to his house, what is offensive? And this is what the NDC wants to make capital out of. They have lawyers in their midst. Would they tell me that their lawyers never visit judges? Again, the Attorney General, at the time of the invitation, was unaware that the third accused person was going to be present, and therefore his subsequent appearance in the House of the Justice was surprising. It is pertinent to note that prior to this meeting, the Attorney General had closed his case, and the court had thrown out the application of Atuforsen for a submission of no case.
And I responded to Niema, a course following press briefing, NDC Chairman Johnson said, NRT. Now, apart from ambulance case, you heard some remember your coin. Rabamia said he's poised to tackle high cost of living. In fact, and my boy a ding, see my boy a ding. So I mean, it's a good call, but the question I will ask is, why not now? Because most of the times, Kamiako say also when your opportunity, and one of them is city depreciation. Sticker could have interview. I'll say the long-term policy plan be good form. Now, Oraba Miaba Omaye. But as chairman of the economic management team, the question I'll ask as a journalist and say, why not now? Lawyer Alex Corti, lawyer Kenneth J. Crunchy, now also a council Emma Hobson Ade, and the council here. Council, I hope in the court in Yankabiana. Oh, councilman, you know, you how far, yeah.
Oh, just 2 minutes. The next agenda, dear Casano, no.
I Ghana food you.
And pay my mention, Minyanoma, Minomura Law School. I'm said 2027 and 2028 class admission.
2018.
2017.
Okay,
2017 and 2018 admission class of the Ghana School of Law. A classmate back almost in an open. Your friend or Miss Olivia Terry Tete. Now, Many of my bride called Bre or Hope. For 5 years, many lady. Now, the last time they share now, they were Amasaman. I think Amasaman Circuit Court. You could show. Now, she was interning with Baba Jamal, lawyer Baba Jamal, non lawyer Baba Jamal, and all of a sudden, she just fell down and died. Yemabusian for Yako, Union so Omoko, Omunam Kwansomoko. Manya Krobano pay a crack of bomb, yes, and your momuna yakona, your mamma shedding, your mamma shedding, your mabus and 1/4% watching. Now, yes, I see dear. So what's sorry, I no pay, and I send the course of the week in open so to newspaper, 19 News Standard. You can go to GhanaNewsstand.com online and buy PDF versions of a lot of newspapers and read in the comfort of your computer or your mobile phone device, and you know, and that's it. I hope so. Now, some of the 25th of June, the Kwakoye Case Management Conference. So I don't know. I will quote you know. You go on Boaso. I understand. So you might be a witness in the case. Understand.
I mean, witness. No, the idea way.
Understand.
Me witness. Did you know what tape is?
I understand. You might be a witness in the case or something like that. That is the situation that we are trying. Omode, Nomano, Eba, the various councils of the Dawson. This year we have a conference meeting. Then we see how best to respond and defend Mr. Hobson Adwai. Okay, but my mention now was openly producer framing. Say you even offered. Say, I mean, KC Baikra to be my counsel. I mean. That was the opinion. Thank you. Me call law school. No, it was one of mine because now me a journalist.
Okay.
Me a journalist. Now one of the things I've suffered from are from lawyers. Kakrebi ane asamayo. Liability. You know, I've made it my mission. Say we a journalist. Now say unya legal problem and cock and crunch.
Okay.
Cock and crunch. Any type of legal problem, and it doesn't really matter your politics. I will bring my knowledge to your assistance. Now, so because we say pro bono, virtual free. Because me born a bomb media and whole bang. Send away the necessary freedom and strength to do the work that we very necessary work that we do.
Okay. That's my main initial commentary. Nafi, you are in region answer. And
I remember that the last time I met Ken was at Top Radio. We were then having a political talk show. That's the last time I met Ken. Later, I got to know that Ken has been called to the bar.
I was following
you. Ken, congratulations.
Thank you.
To become a lawyer in Ghana.
A difficult journey.
It is not easy at all, especially those of us from the humble homes that we have to look after ourselves, look after our children, then go to school at the same time. It's very difficult. Ken, congratulations.
Thank you.
I also remember Ken said something in my selection interview at the University of Ghana when I applied for Faculty of Law. A question was put to me, why do you want to become a lawyer?
I know they are afraid from.
Yes, then we can say, oh, me pese me a lawyer na so binya sema na me mbuanu. Then the late Professor Bene say, my friend, then you must be a pastor. Lawyers, then you must be a pastor. But yes, one idea fair to me as a practitioner say, I have been able to appear before the court and use my legal knowledge, the Abobi, to come out from a semi yedi atunusu. And as lawyers, yes, we need money to buy big cars. We need money to stay in a very big houses. But the core mandate, they say, my case, na case for me here, to me, every assembly. And when you are able to achieve that, your name will always be there. It's better than the money that you get. And over 10 years that I have practiced, I can say that sika me manya as a practitioner. And yes, say me go court, but sika will be better to me that actual now you say, oh, and then because that lawyer Alex, so lawyer Patrick Jiwe, sika meaning that's our mannings that has made me what I am. So it's good that as a young practitioner you have started on this premise. Say you use your knowledge as a lawyer to help members of your profession. You were once a journalist. You continue to be a journalist. Saying now we know the dangers that this ink fraternity goes through. The slight mistake of the pen. So Ken, congratulations. Now on the issue, do you want me to comment on Obsin Adoye's case?
Yes, you may.
Oh, I remember when I was the deputy regional secretary for NPP, we worked together. Except say, I'm a little bit not happy with him. Oh, expectations. If you don't manage it well, you'll be in serious trouble. Especially if you are a politician. Let me tell you my story. Just a minute to tell you my story.
Yes.
You see, when I'm somebody who supports Nana Akufo-Addo, I believe in Nana Akufo-Addo, and I must say that as a student at Accra Polytechnic, when we brought NPP to campus, Nana was asked to speak to us. And that motivates me to say that one day I'll be like this man. I'll be a lawyer. I believe in Nana Akufo-Addo. But look at what happens. We were encouraged in politics by Dan Botwe. I worked under Dan Botwe and Lord Comey. And so when these 17 aspirants came up, I supported Dan Botwe and acted as his campaign coordinator. I never supported Nana Akufo-Addo. Ejuma mi ma yama NPP at the squad. Ejuma mi ma ye. Everybody, these young guys in government, none of them make me say why Ejuma change. Never, nobody. From J. Akufo to Nana Addo, nobody. I started it at the age of 21 years. But me, yeah, teacher Nyamanu, Obi Amamidu. Yeah, teacher Nyamanu. Obi Amami, Lord Comey, me and Kasa Minyanko, close friends. National organizer, director of operations, national organizer. On chair me see that. But I still have faith in the NPP. It's a political idea, a political party that I believe in its ideology. Yes, you supported Alan. Alan didn't win. Calm down and be careful. So why I did become my NPP? Be very careful. Be very careful. But yet, some of us say, see, you become the Yayama MPP that brought MPP into power.
Also, yeah, then.
No. I'll end it there. I said, today, I'm a lawyer. I'm no more into active politics. I mind my own business. 2024, December, I'll go and vote. Semetuama Jomama is in my head. If I vote for Bawumia, it's my head. Nobody can direct who I should vote for. Nobody. I have a son who is at the law school. He said, Daddy, I want to be a politician. He thought I would say he should go and be MPP. I said, you are an adult. Between NDC and NPP, choose one.
Which one did he choose?
Well, it is up to him. Choose one. But I believe he's moving towards NDC. Choose one.
No, who said?
Nyama, what's MPP? Nyama,
who said?
Nyama, yeah, family MPP. Look, my brother, we are very emotional. Say, see, you better MPP asem and net more back and give you political positions. At times I laughed. I say, the old brand, and you know, when we're doing MPP, not MPP and pet or Greater Accra. When we were doing MPP, not MPP, or beyond MPP, we brought MPP to power in Accra. Ask Dambutri, ask Lord Comey. Go to cemetery and ask the late Obechi Abilante. I work with all the national chairmen except Anajete. Alexander Kwoti. I have worked with all MPP national chairmen except Anajete. But I don't talk. I keep quiet. I'm managing my own business. Yeah, you will be here.
And then the margins up to now, you've not been recognized.
Well, and I'm going to see. In politics, that is how it is. In politics. That is how. Is that well? No. You see, when the blessing. Listen to me. I'm not a creature of politics. Me. MPP to me can say why you say I'm never. I have had a MPP. Me and my boy MPP, and I'm saying that I joined MPP. Yes, my expectations say I'll get this, and but when the blessings are come, it comes in different form.
Anyways,
today send me a lawyer, and I have the confidence to speak in court.
Council, on swabwa negosi saying.
A lot of people believe, say, in fact, 90%, 95%, maybe 99% of the people believe, say, there's some political party because they have power. It is a very wrong thing to believe. Yes, some political party because we believe in the ideology of the political party. You understand? You believe in the ideology of the political party. And the party no standing for BB. When Sawaka say, or say a branch tended towards NDC. I would hope say, or tended towards NDC because what the NDC stands for is something that he intrinsically believes in. Almost so philosophy is social democracy. Is that not what they say? What is social democracy na say? Na enunti na okwa NDC. Ana say okwa NDC because when you say that NDC ba, obema de baby ahye amna yi because that is the problem of this country. It's the problem.
But why should it be a problem?
No, NDC ba.
Because it's not only about say you glorify God. Sometimes it's about yensu benye federal de ho. Ideological continue to about cancer.
Yes, continue to about.
No, but development.
And I said development be come bia.
Yes, true ideology.
But development be come bia.
Minji di say opsi akase okọ NDC. Minji di say.
Opsi, dey opsi.
Na benye opsi obana sam no kan.
Yes. It's ideology should be very important. It should be about 90% of the reason why you join a political party.
Yeah.
Me, I was a fighter for the New Patriotic Party. I did the best that I can for that political party. But it was not necessarily an expectation, say, if a man me post. In fact, I can tell you today, say, since I announced that many MPP break up, I've been called.
MPP has called you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It is not the reason why I'm leaving. It's not the reason why I'm leaving MPP.
The council back what
it's not the reason why because the MPP have left. It's not the reason why, and I'm also not going to join some political party because it feels a party in power no about.
So who called you?
Me here Jumadin. Me no kasa say the Yankopon eto in Supergu me dreams as well. I'm going to turn our own prekese into one of our major cash crops.
Wow. Prekese.
Because this year I'm no kase we are formulating into we work say in layman's language we are formulating into tea. And okay, between the send ya leptin no between the background that two in sumu in so share so now the sugar and milk now.
That's great. That is great.
That's great. That's great.
That will be in termination and support it.
So all manner of health benefits.
That's right.
For the human being. And now other products are in the pipeline. We are doing the same thing for Sobolo. Sobolo like box of Lipton.
Because Abrafunia man ne sugary we when you are good
Sobolo like box of Lipton. What time back with the when you have his close.
That's great. That's great. Highly commendable.
It's not because of the post, because Yankopon main charge Yankopon my dream.
You see,
but yes, some political parties because party no vision, party no bring development.
Just a quick one. Na mumram na yemra
yemi. Is it Ken Assembly? Ken, you know you join political party for the one. What you say? Our expectation is say party no power. Say you say teacher. I'm not Ken. When I was deputy minister, I'm not Ken. And just say he's only a journalist, but also activist on the ground. Very emotional when it comes to MPP. Very emotional. She said, look at how he embarrassed himself at the Supreme Court, all in the name of MPP. So say a teacher. What you say? Say a teacher. She said, "Teacher,
when you be non country,
well, so I'm saying that.
Maybe your friend can corner. If you Ghana must go in there, you fire and you.
Me. If anything, send me proposal. Make us say so that you can contribute the more that is in you to development. Say now, we discuss topic B. Central for a complaining of my thing.
Yes, high cost of living.
High cost of living city. The problem is not the city. The problem is not the city. You see, people think the problem of the city is a fiscal problem. It's a monetary problem. It is a Bank of Ghana, Ministry of Finance, Baumia. It is not a monetary problem. It is a production problem. Because the city is not backed by any production. City no. Million na year juman Ghana hana city ni year juman. Yen produce shewa. Enti sani mana be back if city nem na strong no. Any ho. Enti anope you dey studio ha. Studio ha. Every make me can say 99% of the items in this studio, with the possible exception of cement and DC then imported.
That is academic excuse.
It's not an academic.
It's an academic excuse.
It is imported. It is a economy no produce here.
Now, is a producer you? Ex-na chairman whatever.
When you about one kakoso.
That's also we mean maybe. Oh,
this economy no
and some produce daily graphic.
And before the graphic no paper no import to maybe producer of paper no import to ink no import to printing machine no import to designing machine no import to software no design import to computer no import to. So the only thing that is left is the labor. Printers no mujina chire no ene design.
So are you saying that? So you are saying?
But I'm saying that to speak to the mic, please.
So I'm saying that to get the city to survive, we must begin to ensure say a lot of particularly food. Say you can say kroma yedin, and I can measure no pay me 10 cities. Now me sure say me yiribedi di. Di ufi omedi di anopa omedi di ewi problem no as a fiscal problem because fiscal policy will never address it. It is a matter of production. Say me say me opportunity make us say let us use the knowledge that we have to assist with production.
Okay, because my name is assembly just 1 minute. So when must be there too.
Oh, minimum no part. When the office war.
If question maybe say we but open answer. When no one bring people.
Oh, yeah, one crofwa omu ye juma in public. Send Mr. Lescote Kanye.
I don't know, so yeah, then.
You go for my year in public. Me organize over 5 regional demonstrations.
5 regional demonstrations.
5 regional demonstrations.
Wow.
I wap up a copy of people. Me, I'm training reference letter, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, MPP. I did a lot of amazing things. At a point in time, I was doing 16, 15 radio and television appearances a week, 5 newspaper publications a week, supporting the cause of the New Patriotic Party. And I was a fundraiser. They can't go for almost carry MPP. You will not believe it. Make me, I can say, 2 or 3 critical leaders in MPP today. I took them to people for people to give them money. There are a lot of amazing things. But I don't know, some of them are known in public. This is making fundraising. A lot of people don't know. It's me who near Asante with their 2 years.
No, you're then because say you were in power.
Because me say he was a critical supporter of the New Patriotic Party. But Mahoney demonstration.
How did exactly? So the question: how did he manifest?
He was also working somewhere.
Where?
I would need to know.
Let me.
He was also working.
Do you know why I'm asking you?
Some people will know. Niame can say, a comparison, no.
But maybe let me give you a reason why I'm not interested in that. No, but
what I'm interested in is say, I would have been very happy. Say, 2024, the people of Ghana will say, share Juma MPP, they deserve to go to power.
And that's whether that is what he wants to achieve.
That's not what I want to achieve.
No, let me tell
where
you.
I want, lawyer, maybe where I want to achieve, they say, Juma Poti, me argument now making it makes sense.
I'm not disappointed. That's what is disappointing.
No, I'm not talking about disappointment.
There is an army pay reward view. There be, I wanted a change of life for the people of this country.
You see, in politics, in politics, the party, let's say, yes, the party is in opposition. You were more openly or more party, you know. These are people who are at various party position. They hold the party. Now, Obiasu are expecting that when the party comes, they will be rewarded.
But council can different things. So he disagrees with your position.
Oh, you wait. No, you wait. Then once the party has a leader, a flag bearer, what I say, he comes with his group. He comes with his group. And these are the people who the flag bearer in his private things, I say, in his, yes, he uses. Look, it's almost Jumapa. As with my experience with NPP, as an officer of the party, then me share as a bit with that. I've worked with the then regional chairman of Eastern Region, Submarine, Eddie and Kama. I've worked with all of them. Me share as a bit to that. But it doesn't mean that he's not working for the party. It does never mean.
Okay, so
Minshia Gabi say Yako Demuna can the name. We see me coming once and say Minshia Omuan and Adu Omuan and Adu from
with Gabi
Omuan and Adu from in 2016 as the first appointees at the Jubilee House. Apart from Lord Coming, Minshia Biada.
You see,
but it doesn't mean say Omunye Juma MPP.
On say MPP no.
It doesn't mean so.
MPP no ne symbol here so no. Now look at the 5 blind men who were asked to describe Osono. It's a very big organization.
Who describe you are a topic?
It's a huge organization. It is the possibility say be active woman, be active woman, large possibility.
Okay.
I for instance can say I had numerous engagements with Gabi, numerous engagements.
Okay.
Eugene numerous engagements. Abu Jinapo,
yes,
numerous
Abu an
numerous
activist.
engagements. In fact, I was seen as senior to these people when it came to the hierarchy of things. Mekai Asantibet here too, me, Abu Ramadan, others, we had meetings in his office at.
They have their role to play.
A lot of, you see, to win a
to
win for parliament, to win a parliamentary seat, and yet much more to win a presidency. What we should be looking for is say you be deliver.
That's it.
You deliver. By now, complaints no you less.
But I did deliver. No deliver.
I know you're bigger.
It depends on how you see it.
Deliver.
It depends on how you see it.
I've walked.
Deliver.
No, I should.
No. So I'll come back to ask you. I'll come back to ask you. But council, deliver now.
Say to me. Me way to measure delivery. They say Ghana and we wait to 10 cities. No, so I no pan a little bit.
Okay, not just a binding deliver because we who bit me 10 cities. I'm a sadness
because it is possible to do it.
Tiabai won't deliver the N20 on yes, because you don't want to maintain a bound deliver as council.
You should also be careful not to create the impression say the alternative is better. Because the alternative is a bomb.
But even if you are choosing between two evil, one should be a lesser evil.
But the alternative is a bomb. It's an absolute bomb.
Are you suggesting say me and 2 men people and NDC?
You do. I'll take it like that.
Is it between people and NDC?
If there was a third option, if there was a third credible option, I would have gone for it.
But now there's no.
Okay.
Apart from
the same thing questions to me.
Yes, the same question.
Let's assume it with that admin say Nanado. I feel it.
What failure? No failure. We are not reading economics. I say let's be factual.
No.
We are not reading economics. It's either he has failed or he has not.
Okay. Let's assume say Ekroma Edi.
No, that assumption has not worked.
Let me finish.
No, but our assumption.
You allow me to.
I will allow you. But in economics,
Nanado president is a president. I mean, he has not lived up to expectation. Is there? NDC has a candidate in the person of John Mahama. The question is, John Mahama, why are you president? John Mahama, you president. So if you are comparing Nanado and president, you are comparing 2 presidents. John Mahama, president, he had it on a silver platter. First in history, he was rejected, banned by 1 million people. Why? Because he failed. And so if you say we are doing comparison, you compare Nanado and Bawumia. You can say that if MPP under Nanado's leadership, we should throw MPP out because MPP has failed under Nanado. Then we should go and bring somebody who has also failed. There must be a new fix. And that new fix, well, I'm not here to mention it. There must be a new fix.
Not just a council crowd 2 men MPP.
No, I'm saying there must be a new fix. If MPP present a new face, that person is a new face.
Okay. It's fine. Let's leave that.
If NDC presents a new face, then you compare the 2 fresh faces and ask who can deliver. But you can't say Nanado has failed. Then you say
he has retired though.
Yeah, who retired John Mahama?
You say he has
who retired him?
Go and read Article 68(4). Retired.
Who retired him?
They say
there's no way you should bring John Mahama. How can you say we should go?
No, why shouldn't they bring John Mahama?
But how can you say we should bring John Mahama? If Akufo-Addo has failed, people should vote against Akufo-Addo. Then you say you should bring John Mahama.
When you leave the president,
how can you say this?
You fall under Article 68(2), you fall under Article 68(4), and follow.
Generous
Gracia.
No, a former president person of Jess Gracia.
So how can you say we should vote for a former president? How can you say this?
We are lawyers. No, the person can have access to 8 years.
You see.
Council, your first next time.
No, this is very important.
No, 1 minute, seconds, maybe. I met General Mosquito in the Supreme Court the last time you met on my case. If it were me, they should be looking at the option of another Congress.
Yes.
To bring another candidate. Because in that case, it's not that comfortable though.
Okay.
Case
now Darko Supreme Court, it is not that comfortable there.
But you see, if you are making 2 analyses, you are comparing. You are comparing two leaders.
It is not that comfortable there. Or a case to answer. Now, me no can say Manya John Mama response amended statement of case in response. Me train. It had your sorry dear from Parliament.
Okay.
Mate say, I don't know you know they are ready. As far as I'm concerned, my case is solid. My case is solid because President Kofone, President Mama, what is the difference?
Okay. Can't see fancy, but my yama a thief for an area for who said, Yaton Sanso Afre, lawyer Topra, Abredu Nyansakuku. Lawyer, so track when this and lawyer, baby, I will be a bra. Now, Omo Yegu with you.
No. We have not stated anything.
No, that's just on the lighter
note. It's a very impartial.
That's just on the lighter note. Now, let's speak to the topic. My running for my party, I'm betting me a boy. I told there a kind money man alone, the essay be. Now, I assume be brave, but yeah, can't see no. Anna, any briefing kakra, more educating me off air no. Emma Metias, yes, no age based on story now, me di can read it, and let me see. Move be me ako Ghana web. Move who story on Godfrey Dame, so that at least you refer. That's a reference point. Say we file affidavit in opposition. Enti asiye na me mama menyan ne say. There are some leveled allegations over here. Over Japan sem ne buy or can same be brave. Enti based on any man wa osusu say ebia age aye say odin ho afori fi e won sem no anka court no and striking no case me out nanka onfa no nkodi na ni akoye no ye de ka afra ensemnes ni na I heard the justice system of Ghana ye over 40 minutes discussion aye enti ma mention say in free council so be 15 minutes fa yiwura mu say ni out things and as education bit me dia man and so far how far e bi nso bi say is it ethical po say anka ombeti me hia wo obi say Yoni Kolindi efia na Bacho boy.
Say, yedi asen bi tu obi so. Na yedi nipa no culture. That is on criminal charges. Any idea asem kitwa. Because once you go to court on criminal charges, you should know that your liberty is at stake. To speak within context, Ansana, the AG representing the Republic, will take this matter to court. Mijidi say, why all is investigation over all the facts that can implicate the ordinary court for any wrongdoing. That is number one. As I may see between AG and Japan, it's not about our judicial or legal system. It is not. The alleged allegation are Japan can't walk out. Just say AG at some point of the trial was trying to influence Jackpa to give evidence to implicate Atufosi. That is all. Whether it is true or not, me, I'm not there. But also to speak as a lawyer without any partisan coloring. When you have a matter before court, whether civil or criminal, as lawyers, we have rules that govern us. We have rules. And once you cross that rules, you cross that red line, you become suspicious. And you can even be reported to General Legal Counsel. One is that. When you are doing a case with another lawyer,
now the training from
to me, in case medicine lawyer no client no ukwa kasa. You can only do that with the consent
of the counsel
of the other lawyer. So what happened? Jackpa were filing in witness statements. AGs with the Republic filing its witness statement. Jakpa was in the witness statement, on can say Godfred came to him to testify to favor the Republic so that Atu will be jailed. On cancer, it was during cross-examination and assembly in Jinaba. Say
into a kind of cross-examination.
No, yes, it was a question posed to him.
Into a cancer.
Yes, and Okan say
yes.
AG say. Now so you American assembly.
Who was doing the cross-examination?
I don't know that.
Who's lawyer?
I don't know who is cross-examined in Jakpa
at that time.
Yes, I wasn't in court, so I cannot say who was cross-examined in Jakpa. But you see, say Asema Jakpa can yampa, and then that AG said you were crossing red line look at. Because now it raises doubts about the claim, alleged claim you have leveled against Atufose. It also shows that even you don't believe. Yes, you don't believe. You don't believe in your own evidence before the court. And that is the unethical aspect of it. They are asking me as a lawyer. When you have a criminal charges against you, you have to get you out. I don't know whether you have been to those criminal courts before, when people are put into the dock and the cross-examination.
Pressure.
Then, this is what the AG says. A sitting Supreme Court judge invited him to his house. Because of respect, he went to the house. Then all of a sudden, Jakpa emerges. And the discussion was on the live case before the High Court.
Where in your age kind?
No, that is what is in circulation, the media. So when they say the two of them going to a sitting judge house, Yoni Kolindi's house, and Jakpa also came there. In the discussion, it was alleged that the discussion they had was also on the live case. I don't know whether it is true or it is false.
Because already the latest statement now, near Mira Godfred can say Empu Weshia Cratcheno, Japan Bear once. Assuming said that is the position, meaning saying that once now. But what's your tape on it is rather Godfred Dame who suggested, said they should have a meeting in that house. And yet Japan suggested, and it's clear on
it is no, you see, you know, it is that is what they are saying. I thought Godfred.
It's not what they are saying, it's what we heard.
That is what you and what
have
you
heard it? Have you heard
what you heard cannot be the absolute truth.
Which one is the absolute
Listen,
truth?
The AG, let me you have asked a question.
Okay.
The AG Godfred on your formal statement on the issue. On your assembly on your any formal statement. But it is the issue is being discussed at the media. It is never unethical for AG to have a discussion with an accused person. It's never unethical for a prosecutor to have a discussion to talk to an accused person. But what makes
the
it
blind side of
no, I'm saying that but so if you are an accused person and I'm counsel and I'm prosecutor and I meet you somewhere, let's say I met you at the premises of Accra FM. We can talk,
but it depends on the subject
so
matter.
that's what I'm saying, that it depends on the issues discussed.
Yes,
you can even come to my house, we can be friends, but it depends on what you discuss.
I agree.
That makes the whole thing unethical.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Now, does it affect our judicial system? In what way? In what way? I say my question. What is being discussed at the media space has nothing to do with what is going on in the courts. Does Jakpa, has this thing affect Jakpa in the trial? No. He has his counsel. They have mounted a good defense for him. So it has never in any way affected the trial. There is no judicial manipulation. I heard some people say judicial. What is being manipulated? If they say judicial manipulation, what does it mean? These are two gentlemen who want to do something unethical, the two of them. But it never affects the case before the respected judge, whom I have appeared before.
So, two of them pursue yes something unethical. I mean, how the two of them?
Listen to me. The discussion the two of them have. If you listen to Jakba and Godfred, you can see that this is a live case. And the case is before, in other words, the case before court. Jakba was explaining himself to the AG. I'm not guilty. I have done this. I have done this. That discussion is a live case, and that discussion should not be between the two. You are an opposing party. Why should the AG allow him to make that discussion with him? If it has anything to do, he should go to court and state it in court. And that to me makes it unethical. Say, a lawyer should not allow himself for such a thing to happen. More importantly, when you are the leader of the bar. Asema muka yenu, enya asema but he says that
the leader of
listen to me. He says that Jakpa is saying that the AG has asked me to come to court and testify so that Atufosin will be implicated. It's between the AG and Jakpa. As to whether indeed Jakpa was in court, the witness statement filed. He has filed something to implicate Atufosin. And then I can say, oh, yes. Yes, but the two of them, it is an estate.
That's what you tape now.
Listen to me. Tell me. Don't take my time. Tell me 1 minute. Which part of the tape are there's nothing. The only
part
thing lawyers
of the tape listen to
when the only
AG Ekatre Jakpa say uncle pay excuse duty, health excuse duty, uncle 4G health excuse duty, and Franco courts to enable him travel. I mean, how can you?
These are the unethical aspects. Oh, listen to me. These are the to the case of. These are the unethical aspects of the AG, which as lawyers we have to condemn because he is the leader of the bar.
And you could also hear Jakpa say, "Opesien uwe na." When say, Minko testify against a year force.
These are the unethical.
Meanwhile, I am in a position I'm suffering, and I cannot do the same thing to my brother.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Listen to you.
Jakpa has his evidence before the court in the form of a witness statement. The witness statement, does it contain matters which indeed implicate Atufosin? No. They don't know what you say. It is the discussion between Jakpa and the AG. And we are saying that it is wrong because you are the leader of the bar. What I say, but asema at all costs, no, Atufosin should be convicted. Say, then Atufosin will be jailed. No, it is a bad discussion between two group of people.
Okay, so it's just a quick one. Hold on a second. I said about me make us say Ken am shadow counsel. I said about no lawyer Topra Nyansa Kuku represent. I mean he's a private legal practitioner, but most of the time who say of Ayama opposition NDC. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm told the Sebi Binti went to me. What year near council account? Maybe I a brief commentary.
Brief. The council Caribbean. Maybe can I make here will achieve now my poor was also let me to studio and them now almost find said with a big brief. Then can be brief. The council cano and young quite so cry. Such a council said there will be a sort of criminal procedure. And in having a criminal case, no, there is a procedure it's supposed to go through. Really, you don't go by the procedure. Then you are thinking trial. The council say you need procedure now. Under the procedure, can the prosecutor engage an accused person without the consent of the lawyer of the accused person? Would there be a council, mommy? So in doing this,
Council, good morning. That is where we all fought the AG, that he has no right to speak with Jakpa without the consent
and the
of.
remains that, then that is not the right procedure. You know that in criminal matters, no, the procedure is very necessary. So immediately there is a problem with the procedure, that the entire system is bad. That's what we are talking about. I'm making the more typical example. Say a criminal person. Now police have evidence from the criminal person. The principle is that there should be an independent person. That independent person, you know, anyone, and you say a police officer or above the rank of the inspector. I should be able to take statement as an accused person. If you don't go by this, whatever document or whatever system you prepare or whatever statement you prepare, what they call quota, it is not admissible. So what's he talking about? What is counsel talking about? You see, let me talk counsel. This is the point. The point is that the evidence if only set a correct that the procedure has been faulted. And for that matter, the case needs to be struck out. Because in criminal matters, there is a procedure. You can't deal with criminal matters without procedure. It's a council service or university or law school or a criminal procedure. If procedure is not necessary, and it is essentially a civil procedure. So if there is a procedure you are supposed to follow, and you don't follow that procedure, then the case you are having, it becomes problematic. It is a council man, the person being taken or chairman say, if over court, now there is a procedure you are supposed to follow, and you don't follow the procedure, what happens? This council say, CMA judgment of default. Judgment of default. Then you don't go through the rightful procedure to set out the way. But I said that because you have been treated. So the American said, Mr. Councilman, if you breach a procedure in court, would the case be allowed to go on and now would you be allowed to do what you are supposed to do? So Mokase Council say, but sometimes no say kasa, so that we can face the realities and the facts. Mr. Council said, even a civil matter, a man rate of sermons, not we have procedure, say within 7 days, I saw the appearance ever. In 14 days after appearance, I said, all the defense ever. Now, yet 21 days. So, after we are back, as we go in for judgment of default against him, the default of appearance and defense against him. So, the procedure is important. So if you are asking somebody to come and testify against another of which that procedure is wrong, then meaning the whole trial have a problem. That is exactly what we are talking about. Since the case of Bahan, we say no, the case answer we are. Sometimes I feel bad because we know the right, we know the truth, and we don't want to say the truth.
Okay, Council. Hello, Council. So, Mommy, now, lawyer can crunch it, so we can. In fact, he's not had his 10.
You know, so, Mammy can way, and Sana, Miss Minia can crunch him. Now, so, let's be honest. If Attorney General, Pa Ekatre, Jakpa say, Uncle sick permit in the form of a note from a hospital. Therefore, the case now is the Attorney General not manipulating the case? Is the case not being manipulated? So you are trying to tell me, say, it is a proper procedure. Let's put the unethical aspect down and let's look at it from this angle. A case that we are supposed to conduct within a specific time, a specific period. Now, what catch me say, will be called this grief, note, embra, so that you will come. Are you not breaching the procedure? And now, what catch me say, on your body BI, it only affects the case. Ha! See, just we have out in the head anymore. What about those that we don't even know?
Hey, so please permit me. Me person about the cases we don't know. Me person you stay with this Japa issue, but Tiena lawyer Ken Crunchy responded to some of these things. Bacho Jinasuneti.
Come maybe pank maybe me tam number there.
Yeah, what time I mean?
Okay. It may free a little. I'll move away a little from his continued persistence on procedure, because obi catch obi suggest obi say kono kwaji medical bibi bra na be chere se bia o yare ntini ye suspend hearing na se nipa na kwa kwaji sa excuse na ma, it will not affect what goes on in the court, which is the procedure. From all that we know, all that we have heard so far, Japa say Attorney General no suggest man no crampo na wantia say wanjantum ankoje medical excuse bi ama. It did not affect what was going to happen in the courtroom. But let me say this, and I will be making some assumptions based on what we all know. Yes, say Japa and Ana Okasa and no making those accusations against the Attorney General. Japa is the third accused person in the matter. Now, there are two circumstances where the third accused will speak or be cross-examined. He will speak as a witness for the prosecution. There is a prosecution no mounting the case or invite a certain witness called Japa, who also happens to be the third accused in the matter, to come and help the prosecution to prove his case. If that is not so, the second occasion that Japa will have to speak is when he testifies on his own behalf and then is being cross-examined in that respect. Now, no two teaming. When those are the two occasions. One, it be an prosecution, a friend will say, Nana Japa, oh, assembly, our kind of prosecution case, and he be another witness. And now say, Okasa in his own defense. So, Okasa prosecution inside there. I know there so far there's nothing to show say he spoke as a witness for the prosecution. Let's say somehow he was speaking as the third accused. So Okasa as the third accused that then to be in his own defense. This means these necessary things have happened. The prosecution have closed their case. Are you with me? The prosecution have closed their case. So prosecution now closing the case, then the issue of Japa testifying to assist the prosecution does not arise. To skill his testimony to assist the prosecution will not arise. The prosecution have closed their case. Now, in most likelihood, the accused persons or their lawyers would have made an application for no case. Are you with me? They would have applied to the court, so there's no case before you. It is most probable, said the judge would have ruled, said there is a prima facie case. So open your defense. Or no, my friend the lawyer was talking about procedure. These are procedural things that are likely to have happened. And so open your defense. So third accused Nekasa there. Then the first accused has already spoken in his defense. Or if he has any witness, the first accused has already spoken in his defense. If he has any witnesses, he would have brought the witnesses. The second accused is also likely to have spoken. If the second accused has any witnesses, he has brought those witnesses. And now it is the turn of the third accused to speak. Now, in these days, we use what we call witness statements. We don't use revocate evidence in chief. And we're trying a witness statement, Witness statement, the Attorney General will have an occasion to peruse the witness statement. The other parties in the trial will have the occasion to peruse the witness statement. And the issue of, say, try say be influence no now why what can be a theater for us no. In my opinion, this is an assumption. In my opinion, it's unlikely to have appeared in the witness statement because the Attorney General would have objected. So this is coming up at the third accused. Is it the last accused person in the matter?
I don't know. So,
three accused persons.
So the last person, yeah.
So the last person testifying and being cross-examined at the tail end. Because look, evidence I could bet me ama nanke they are convicted to force no. So opportunity, most of it came. It doesn't arise at the tail end now.
You want to me for court and come back?
The tail end,
my lord, it's a fresh
at the tail end now or testify now. And then he's bringing up these accusations. Say, go for the damage trying to influence me.
You should have stated in the witness statement.
It's a self-serving testimony.
You should have stated it in the witness statement.
It's a self-serving testimony.
Okay, you say no more statement. Mami Refi, I've been Makaya.
It's a self-serving testimony. No wonder say, as soon as he made the statement, then there comes a motion say the charges against him should be set aside or the case stayed.
I don't understand it.
They just want.
Adentina Ora girlfriend that may respond to it in court. In open court.
Affidavit in opposition.
I feel not there, but the life proceeding.
You see, at the time now, Mini Japade sa statement is abetum. They tell him the opposition his testimonial. Obe we na semka. Tina Bizaza who was cross-examining him no.
Okay.
Ebiana the council for second.
Kwame find out to my
council for accused. If you can prosecution,
Counsel,
be an prosecution
cross-examine based on the witness statement. If you capture Minia can say, if you are being cross-examined, you can make a case for or against. He knows that. So why is he saying it will not have effect?
So thank you for that intervention. Okay. He's on the line with you. Mebacho, can want to clarify something to you know.
Okay.
Mebacho, send me a question to be motive.
Hello, Council.
Council,
good morning. You were making a statement. I did not get that place clearly. You said when you are cross-examining, you can do what?
The other man can say the first accused, no, the lawyer, cross-examine.
Okay.
Okay. If you have a witness statement, you will be cross-examined based on the witness statement. Who answers now will be mano, and I want to build the evidence in court. It means that will say.
I want to say.
The effect on the case. If you be say, now can say a then you can make a case for the prosecution. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
Probably.
Let me state again. Let me restate again. You're coming with us here.
Who say I said I'm a first accused person? So through examination,
almost the statement you made, Oman, restate your position so that I don't know how to respond. And some now kind of senses.
The other man can say a first accused lawyer. And I'm not all cross-examine Japa.
Itamaklo.
Say cross-examination. You are being cross-examined based on the witness statement or the other court. Now, through that, you have evidence. Church, they are making an answer. Say, be a question. Now, say the answer is A. Now, catch me say A, B. Who say case, no? Church, they are making an answer. It's through cross-examination, you know, Obetimia make a case against the first accused, which is to force it. It can be done. Even sometimes you can work to be the witness at court. No, I better hostile witness. Against you. It is a certain hostile witness or home. Hostile witness or the witness is about that. But I won't cross examine no other hostile witness against you. No, my bad testimony. It can go against your case. So in this case, the same thing can happen. Although what your witness statement, when you are cross-examining him, or maybe some false information, and normal false information, it will affect the case and can create no days. Mr. The time they were a hostile witness.
The point I want to make is very simple. If I have been influenced to twist my statement or obey use obey famra a bit in your bono pa, a mere bit in your bono pa, and say, or do beba as his witness. And about bono pa, then you give an evidence in chief. The same farmers at time. The second opportunity say all man evidence in chief as Japano enka of the beba. So way. So we have witness statement. I want to are trying in a way say it's here at a forcing. Then Minya digital macro cross examine. He may necessarily have to lay a foundation. Say this statement in your witness statement. This statement, because or share the value of the witness statement and those statements made in the value statement are against Atoforsen. Are you with me? Against Atoforsen. You know, he needs to cross-examine him on it. So far, what I'm hearing, introduction of ancillary, you may say, unethical issues that are being introduced into the trial itself. Because one may with one by Japan Kasama prosecution.
Okay.
Hello.
You are hold on. I'll give you time. I'll give you time. Manning, I'll give you time. I'll give you time. Lawyer Topra, I'll give you time. I'll give you time. Allow him. I'll give you time.
It's these introductions into this introduction of, as far as I'm concerned, extraneous facts into the when there is no attached value, because Nkawadi Bonene we can or confess here. The opportunity to do the bonnet, opportunity to do the bonnet. What I think, what I believe, they say an effort is being made, because you see, you should look at what is happening in the court against general things that have happened. Yati say the flag bearer of the party, organizing the parliamentarians, say they should not go and do their duty in parliament because their leader is being tried. Say first accused, one man the evidence we mean question answer because say prima facie, Judge Baker say you have a case to answer. No, prima facie must have been established. It is a one for answer, Papa Ma. You are going towards, or you are heading towards conviction. At first, Nakasewi. Second accused, Akasewi, are cross-examined.
No.
Then third accused, in the process of cross-examination, you must bring this trial to an end. Oh, conformity logic, no. Or such sad trial, we find a way to bring it to an end or postpone it, and that is the motion that Tadeo that is the motion that Tadeo Sorry has brought. That is the motion that Tadeo Sorry has brought. And some motion that Tadeo Sorry dear Bano. It's yen delay nyoma. And I yen stop.
Sorry, yeah, he's still on.
I only third accused, no lawyer. You see, and he's being cross-examined at this is Tamak Club. So that's the motion that Tadeo Sorry has brought. Delay the case or bring the case to an end. And then, even if Sewa rules against them on the motion, they'll go to the Court of Appeal, they'll go to the Supreme Court, and then by then, no, 2024 December will be over.
Council for all the Nebra now feel lawyer Topra and responding to
transparent. Let's do this clarification. Titini, your court, work on Adekemu. Now, I say my dad too, you know.
Okay.
Now I can. We are not lawyer across examine.
But Kasagu, my
not lawyer across examine. But to make the work so easy for us, you know. There's what we call a witness statement. To speak within context. Jakpa, or show the witness statement. Atuforcing, or show the witness statement. The third one also show the witness statement. Now, once the witness statement is admitted by the court, then there will be opportunity for lawyers to cross-examine. Why do we do cross-examination? So that to determine the veracity of the witness. Say, is it true? And now it's not true. If you read Jakpa's witness statement, such an important evidence, they never included that piece of evidence in the witness statement. Jakpa, you have the tape, you have the conversation. Now to show to the court, say, AGW, as some bonny way now, dear, it should have been part of Jakpa's witness statement.
Are you sure? Said
yeah,
No,
it's not. It's not in his evidence in chief. Then number two,
we're reading the evidence.
It's not in his evidence in chief. As they will be cross-examined on it. Number two, Atuforcing and the NDC, they are aware of this tape. They have all aware of all. They have all these materials, in their favor. At the end of time, Atuforcing. Also the witness statement on fan can say Mami Jeji share they have all this Mami Jeji age any semicast same way me hu bi me nya boni but sure because age person offer same 2 minutes no wa kwa share Jakpa and waka Jakpa say on the same tiami WhatsApp chat ni audio ni video ni so that I mean, it is clear in court. There will be an opportunity for the AG to cross-examine Jakpa. Now, all these things you never did. In any case, what's the remedy? The remedy for the NDC say, what they believe in, they should report the AG to General Legal Council for unethical behavior. Then also, Atuforcing, in his address to the courts, his lawyer can raise those kind of things. But this is they grow. The NDC, you know, to say they agree, and yes, trust assembly. Okay,
Council, hold on. Let's introduce.
That is what they did at the Supreme Court.
Let's introduce lawyer to Pragnas. In case you're just joining us live on Accra 100.5 FM, Citizen Show Saturday edition meeting. Edinana Utuda. We are named for Anna Asia. Inti ye share na ye di sam. Council member, it's you.
Hello to Darko. Respectfully, many are not almost to the and I accord them the highest respect. But sometimes, Kasa, young fire party affiliations, no, and so on. Nano too, they see what court may say. The first accused person, the lawyer. To force a lawyer, and or cross-examine Jakpa. And Attorney General ever objecting say, why is Jakpa answering questions to favor the first accused? I want to know that Jakpa said, I mean, I will say, I will crown Pono. Where's Yami? And why I say, it is a 1 year, but the thing in our out. It's happening to me. I can say through cross-examination, you cannot make a case. I tell you that the couple to say Jakpa was making a case.
But Council,
through his cross-examination,
Council, said the said evidence here. Okay, Honmoa. I didn't see na Uzusimuno or Jakpa. I'm fan can't name some now the coin. Now I just will be raised, Sir Abia, all support what to forcing. And son or Becca said. Me go other information is secret be her one way I may release it. I didn't know one fan count preko in your mind.
It's that nature will say in court, no, we have procedure, no. So it could be said, all these things happen after he has already filed his witness statement. So
that's it.
Witness statement, no that. After witness statement, no case may do any more. After what they see me, and see evidence. I mean, what is here? I have those evidence after the witness statement have been submitted to court. What do I do? And that's why I just said that they were on the Baba court too. It was when Attorney General Ekache Jakpate through the cross examination, you know, he's making case for auto forcing. I said, okay, would there be who clap on? I won't say me here be doing now. It's the person Mr. Mimia Ken said. If through cross examination, put me your case MOBR, I bet you Attorney General no Eka said, Mimia Jakpate, they making case for auto forcing. It is cross examination.
Okay, Jirasu no nyuano. Jirasu no nyuano.
My brother.
Lawyer.
The fact of
lawyer top Jirasu no nyuano.
The fact of the matter is the prosecution has closed their case. If the prosecution has closed their case, for what reason would another debate me account on the general son who Jakpasa make case man? Because closing the case every. So what to motivate him to then go and approach?
So that Atoforce will be incriminated.
But how does that arise? He has already completed his case. We are not talking to children, though. We are talking to Ghanaians. Depending on where the case we or closing the case we, and now this person
can make a case for.
Or say, a witness can do what?
A witness can make case for or against through cross examination.
But I'm saying, say, if it was the interest of the Attorney General to use Japa as a witness against Atoforce, the time was too late. The time was too late. He wants to now come and declare Japa as a hostile witness. But the fact of the matter is that Japa is allowed to make a case for Atoforce. They are on the same side. But the point I am making, say, at this particular moment in time, the Attorney General should not have any interest saying Jakpa should come and testify for him because he has closed this case.
No. Can listen to me. Listen to me. Attorney General, they say, first accuse me as to forcing. So to closing the case. I think that Attorney General said, Jakpa making case, I'm not to force to closing the case. If Attorney General knows him said Jakpa can make case for him, let's be reasonable.
We are applying reason here. The man had an opportunity to present Jakpa as a witness. He did not do so. We are at the tail end of the submission of evidence.
Prosecution has closed his case.
Why
is the Attorney General saying he said Jakpa is making case for Atoforce?
Okay, it's lawyer Topra. Finish with your. Yeah. So lawyer Topra, finish with your statement. Yes.
This is common sense. Attorney General said Jakpa is making case. I'm Atoforce. Meanwhile, Atoforce is closing the case. The same way prosecution, Attorney General said closing the case. But in Attorney General, the wisdom, in his wisdom, Onudi said Jakpa is not making case. The first accused is Atoforce. But that's going to be making case, Emmanuel. Is that what you are saying? You are saying that Jakpa can make case for Atoforce, but Jakpa cannot make case for first prosecution. Prosecution and Atoforce, they have closed their case. So where from that is from the Attorney General? So you see, you are the right runner. You are bending the rules. You don't want to speak the truth. The truth is that through cross-examination, an accused person can make case either for prosecution or for any other accused. And that is why the Attorney General was raising an objection. It's a me a wrong. Some problem be our one. No, not sure that I can be being sure.
It's you.
What we are setting is a bad precedent. And if we don't take care, and then they are so forced to or and we cannot do anything about it. That's why I say the game be found. It is a bad precedent. The Attorney General needs to resign, or the president is supposed to fire the Attorney General. so that we can have integrity within the legal fraternity. What they did is bad. This case needs to be quashed.
Okay, so that point is made. That point is made that the case needs to be quashed. So that point is well made. So you still have your minutes. Bina also they are wrapping up. But yamra back to the studio. Na your name Penyufo Guswa no muso train come. So oh, but say then
prosecution. Question in say prosecution is closing the case.
Say oh, but say can crunch here then.
I mentioned at the general say that make case I'm first accused. If Jacka to be making case I'm attorney general.
So this is what we do. Maybe the producer best Laura. Producer will do just a quick one. Producer best in Panama. Then maybe probably now what better say then we do that.
True. The point of the matter is
few minutes now.
The point of
don't go off. Listen.
The point of the matter is in court when a party is giving evidence or is being cross-examined, the other lawyer is perfectly legitimate, may raise objection to what is being said and raise evidential grounds why what is being said is not proper. It does not open the gate for you to make all manner of unsubstantiated allegations as is being done and then use that
Counsel, who has made unsubstantiated
and then use that as a basis to say so the case
Counsel, what do you call as unsubstantiated allegations?
Because so far I've not heard anything that will tell me say the case should be the trial should be brought to an end. So far I've not heard anything. Yes, kwaji medical excuse bra. One kwaji amantia fa trambra end. Is that what they are being told? Yes, come evidence it here obi. One come evidence na entia no. Entia fa trambra end. Is that what we are being told? You see what is happening here? It's a concerted effort by a political organization to bomb a trial because they see a potential end that they do not like.
Potential end here then.
Potential and said their minority leader will be jailed.
So why then?
It is not true.
For causing financial loss.
How? How did he cause financial loss?
Because he paid monies when the law had not done that.
Because the issue in here, minim so jina court in say, AGA raise an allegation say, or my contractor. The boss, Minister Ankasa. He authorized the payment of money. In fact, he gave an LC, letter of credit.
He authorized the payment of money.
Exactly. So,
when he had not been authorized to.
Anyway, so let's leave it at that. It's in court.
That one causes financial loss.
Yeah, so it's in court.
So they are saying.
No, so it's the court that will determine that.
No, but I've not determined that. They are seeing the potential that the whole minority leader.
Yes. So thank you, Ken.
And then they are bombing the trial to
Counsel, thank you. My time now, so. Just 30 seconds. Just 10 seconds.
Atufosin's case before the court. The AG's alleged conversation with Japan has nothing to do with it at all.
Nothing at all.
Okay. So it's fine. We'll do a constitution of this very panel now.
Let's
we we'll get proper time. Then we do all the maybe atopra oh dear no makama why. Thank you so much for joining us. Time in yeah fancy anum. We coming back ba your name Miura Benjamin Kwashi ebetwe nkomo na NDC Council of Elders South Africa Miura ana edanwa obodwuma pa. There are some areas that you say a share na yefa. So stay on. You're running kobo. There are some areas that you say a share na yefa. So stay on.
live.
Okay, so live on Accra 100.5 Farm Citizen Show Saturday edition. Bedin Edinana Utu Darko Muama joining across the globe via social media handles. Yes, Edamasi Brew. Monso Amo here in from traditional media, radio specific. Monso Edamasi. Na Yabetri Nkomoi Nkoma and also Huhia Pa. Mamini Kanka say Ira Benjamin Kwashi is one of the few wamu dedicated to home for the second independence of Ghana. I've told you, the first independence was 6th of March 1957. Senior Banway at the Akwasha don't tell you, yeah, best here another independence. Now we need men of valor, great men and women are member together to rescue this nation. 7 December, a criminal labor for change, and very few people are almost in making sure say start changing no. Benjamin Kwashi, and I want to believe, sir, from the chairman through to the general secretary of NDC, even to John Dramani Mahama himself, the likes of former chief of staff Julius Debra, Dr. Callistus Muno Marco Nina, and na yaba together to make sure say we win that seat. And my maker says when so nchiremo. Maka say 7 December elections no enye NDC for adwuma. Ghana for ne yekokoji independence. Ana mia as journalist matran say hu say me hwem petente kram John Dramani Mahama na say de ne kokoji say to me. This time yes journalists for nya fe be neutral and can neutrality city depreciation man ma form. Ye can no crutch to me. Hana nyansa wo. We are making sure say 7 December there will be a change of government. Me no ka say Mira Benjamin Kwashi Abaka Insa ages issue. I mean, what people term the ages disgrace. Mira Beko Kakra, of course, Bamia. There are some loose utterances, he keep making. Beko Kakra. If a JM promises Ben Waye to Ghana, some of the promises, then we speak briefly to the business community. Join us on Facebook with your messages. Na Yankin Kai Mao. Ure Kuhine, my home message, Maria Adam, I see Remy, Aloku, you join us. Thank you so much. Alex Pencil, you also here with us. Thank you for joining us. Muamma Kanyina, and Sam Bright, Aisha Said, Jim B. Lagos, Beatrice, Hornsby. Also, my home message, Musa Abatwa, you are here with us. Obi Bia, the message, Bia, we say thank you so much. And many ho, it's Yantrasi. Na yenin komo na yenko yenimo. Your Excellency, Chairman Akwaba.
Nana, boko there.
Ihu adom empomu ye akane akufad ne ba me abe.
Enkoye. Enkoye.
Economy ni de.
I mean, ma me fa kwenya nso nchia o ne na me nsa nchia yetie fo nyina.
That's
me ba no mate bebre. And so I wait. Say, una obeshasi.
Exactly. And in the arty and honey obeshasi free. Okay. Inra Attorney General and Munsensem Jakwa 2-4 in the Ekawina. Because of course, Ena Wasugusua Utie. Unfortunately, the NDC lawyer could not make it physically in the studio. However, he granted us interview on via telephone. Okay. To a idea. Not just say you speak to the issues.
Okay. My messenger yetie phobium. I think say agents and same way abai. NDC as a party, the BI say the AG is somebody who doesn't practice the law. The AG is somebody who knows judges but doesn't know the law. Mamintre Mukakra. The posture of the current AG. Who ages be brave? Nana. Yenyi, menewina yenyi. We saw ages. Ages like Martin Amidu time.
Yehu Martin Amidu. Yehu Betty
Modi Drisu. Yehu Sofa. No, Bakunia Obaya. Your friend is saying.
Matabriu.
Matabriu also an NDC. Now before her, no, there were others. The one that Odami took over from Mameno.
Okay, Mami Bina or yeah.
Gloria Kufu. Yeah.
We saw their posture. Obekaya, during this maritime dispute,
Yes.
Gloria Akufu went with Marietta Briopong and the others.
That's right.
This is an AG that believes that the office is not on only personal interest. But from the day Godfred Odami was appointed as AG, the arrogance, the impudence, the way he talks. You see, it is different to do things according to the law, and it is different to believe, say, the law is in your pocket. And that is what Godfred Odami, from day one, since he was appointed Attorney General, has been doing. Now, NDC has always said it, say, a day of reckoning will come. Now, we believe, say, that day of reckoning will come when we are in power. Because when we are in power and you have access to information that hitherto, now that you are not in power, that was where we were going to go into the records and ensure that the records reflect what he has done right and what he has done wrong. Now, I say Nyame, it came earlier than we expected. The AG doesn't qualify to be an Attorney General because that office, it's one of high repute. Na ninyama waye in the Japa instance, an AG that tells somebody to fake medical report. Now, when we see me more MPP move, then I tell myself, say, what are we doing to ourselves? Sometimes let's call a spade a spade. Let's put away our political lenses and face issues as it is, because we have a country, we have a nation to build, and nations are built on institutions. Once you get it wrong by having weak institutions, or institutions are individuals are more powerful than the stated power that goes to the institution, then you cannot run a country. And that is where we find ourselves with this AG. Nana, in serious democracies, you wouldn't wait for the AG to even listen to the Ghanaian population and as the president to say he should step aside. In serious
FM 100.5.
Nana, don't you read in the media houses in the UK? Somebody was found having a program when it's COVID and you're not supposed to go anywhere. Somebody saw it. What happened? The next minute the person resigned.
Yeah.
But not in this country. So you have the impudence of an AG who will tell you, say, and I hear the surrogates of the MPP saying, say, oh, NIAG no nyehwe, NIAG no we're closing the case, NIAG why say, are we not speaking to the facts? Is the legal profession not frowning on such practices?
Especially when matters are in court.
Especially when matters are in court. Does it mean that if your matter is in court and you toe the line of the Attorney General, then you get your freedom? Is that how the law is supposed to be working? Say, in the interest of the rule of law, in the interest of justice, which the Attorney General office is supposed to be, he's a legal mouthpiece of the government. Not only the president, but of the government. What is the government? The government is for all of us. I think, say, the nicest thing he can do is to resign, and that shoddy trial that they are putting our minority leader, Honorable Atufosin, through should be discontinued. And I think that for once, let's get the General Legal Council to bite. They shouldn't only issue statements when it's not necessary. This time, they should prove to Ghanaians, say, they are there representing an institution, and that institution has some credibility. I think that is very important now.
That's good. I'm happy the way the conversation I mean, at least I'm sample time I'm everywhere, a lot of places. Now let pick it up on Bamia some of the utterances he makes near there. Maunyo Freddy Agbenozovi joining. Welcome on board, bro. Remy Aluku, I see Vanessa Mokhtar says congratulations, Nana. Okay, until you me the messages about now, Yakama. What do you make of that? And yet he still believes he will form the next government.
But if you have, is the vice president an opposition leader?
Debbie.
But don't say your vice president here is like an opposition. He's behaving like an opposition leader. A vice president who is in government, who is the head of economic management the committee.
Yeah.
This vice president tells you, say, if he comes, he has plans of how to curtail the free fall of the cedi.
Yeah. So
he tells you, say, if he comes, he will ensure, say, TUC, labor, formal concerns or modern he has a solution. Nana, you say a grown day, NFM.
Yeah.
The current vice president we have is an apology.
Oh,
a jugular. A vice president who thinks, say, politics is about being comical. A vice president who believes, say, Ghanaians are so, excuse my language, damp, that when we see white, he can tell us it's red, and we'll be fine with it. That is the kind of vice president we have. Was that lately, His Excellency John Mahama doesn't respond to the vice president anymore. You know why?
Maybe.
Governance is a serious business. Governance is a serious business. It's not about lectures. It's not about textbook theory. This vice president said everything theoretical. Vice president, he said things are theoretical to my our opposition. Another Finana said this vice president told us, say, why Juma or Bank of Ghana, and he knows the money is there.
Yeah.
Have you forgotten this vice president made us aware? Yes. Or make you aware as a nation, say, or no bar, he would arrest the dollar, give the key to the IGP. Yeah. And like a comedian that he is, there was an event he spoke when the IGP was there and was proud. Say he has arrested the dollar and he has handed the key over to the IGP. And people were laughing. This is the same vice president when he was confronted to the 170 questions or the man, the late Parkwesi Mr. Atano, he tells us, say, it was good at that time, but now it's not there again. What kind of a man is this?
And that principle, wow.
Zero principles, zero credibility. This is somebody who talks today. Ochina, if you confront him with the same issues that he said, he will tell you, say, it is different then, but now you cannot use that to judge him.
Is it not because we're a mate now? Or persuade a driver?
We're a mate. That's a driver now and how to drive. How do you become a driver? Or a mate? Or Tikanim.
Anyways.
He has not been taught how to drive. The driver himself, and what he has to do and what he doesn't have to do. Have you heard President Mahama always say the sort of things that he learned from the late Professor Mills? President Mahama, I thought it'd be okay. President Mills, a man with the latitude to operate when he was a vice president. So he had the opportunity to do a lot of things. What he said, President Mahama, can be a or a mate? Because you cannot be a mate when you are the head of the economic management team. Every country is run on the economy. It is a vice president, the amount, that serious position as the head of the economic management team. You can't come to Ghanaians and tell us, say, you are a mate. Which mate? Granted, say, or a mate. What has he achieved as a mate? Say mate for that's a car no cause or coin so that's how see if a car anymore, anymore, but you don't know how to drive. Your dealings are as a mate, a trainer say you are not even qualified to be transformed into a driver. Now Nana Akufo-Addo, our president, His Excellency Nana Addo Danko Akufo-Addo, on the crying him say Bawumia is not fit to be a president. Because if Bawumia is fit to be a president, in same people Bawumia eka lately, Bawumia will not be saying these things.
It's the same way.
Oh, Obia Akako Jine baby eka che Nkrofo say this issue about ports, the dollar. What can you do to revamp it?
Okay.
He doesn't have an immediate solution. He always have a solution when he becomes a president. What kind of a leader is it? What kind leadership is by being pragmatic, factual, and dealing with issues. The vice president has failed all of this. Now, Media Mekandebia say, if we don't rescue this country on 7th December 2024, and Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyemang goes into that office as the vice president, that office will never be respected again under the Fourth Republic. Because Bawumia's actions have shown us he's an empty person. He's a person who is not only vindictive, because our good friend, lawyer Martin Pebu, said Nanado and Bawumia were not flocking together. If they were not comfortable with each other, Bawumia will not be so comfortable working there, and Nanado will not be so comfortable. So they are the same.
Yeah, he said it on the show.
Yes, they are the same. Nanado a fairly poto. Nanado a fairly. He's the worst president that we've had under the 4th Republican dispensation. Bawumia is the worst vice president we have in the history of this country. So what do we need to do? Ghanaians will have to resolve, say, we'll give the presidency to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Ghanaians will judge us again. If we don't do it right, Ghanaians will. But I promise you, the John Dramani Mahama that we have today is a John Dramani Mahama that has gone in and have realized the mistakes he did, the highs, the lows, and has decided, says, so baby, or be making sure say he does the right.
Yeah, baby, Rahokra, now you hear Nintia, John Dramani Mahama, Mana Kwenya, and look at the promises be a person who Ghana for. But on the last issue, I would say, no, Rabamia recently can say Ghanaians are comfortable. Now, more NDC for and a more who would rather some a young crowd assume he says Ghanaians are not in comfort, but Ghanaians are comfortable. Politics
they live in dreamlands. Another there we can pardon him because if you hear President Nanado say, you ask say Ebiani handless name can't. But the vice president is on the road every day. He's listening now to Kwaina Oko Sunyani and other places are trim with convoy will be in Fino. He thinks what does he think? Nine talk and you say reliable and nine talk. People were in their markets doing their work. His convoy was passing, nobody was minding him. He stands out of the convoy and waves to himself. The reality on the ground is that he's been despised by everybody. Now, Vice President Onimo, he knows. He's just putting up a showy face. During this Ghana CEO summit, when he said, say, the business community is collapsing. Businesses are folding. Today, what's the what is the dollar to CD ratio?
I said, no, I'm say 16. But we are being 15.
We are 15. The power and AI 1 to 4.
And electricity pesos. But I'm taking over no. Okay, the answer 1 to 4.
1 to 4. And the vice president speaks and says, everything is good. Doom so see one crofofia. Is it only NDC people that are complaining? What kind of a vice president is this? Makase, we need to send a strong signal as a people. Nana, if as a people we allow party interest, I will not go to politics, I'll say party interest.
Okay.
Because if your party hasn't done well, hasn't done what Ghanaians demand, we should hold the party responsible. And that is what we have to start doing. And let the MPP know, say, even though they are members of the MPP, they'll tell you, they'll vote against you. And have you heard what happened in South Africa recently? 3 days here, when the elections, I think 3 years or 2 years into the election, the citizenry in South Africa were telling the ANC, say, you are taking us for granted.
Yeah.
Now, I say MPP ni NDC was South Africa. So you say, Ebi Ankrofo mo Kumasi. Kumasi, typical Kumasi, you say Kumasi de Yatuaba, they will vote for the MPP, come with me. But in a province called KwaZulu Natal, I hear a stronghold of the ANC. I am trying to say MPP for stronghold.
Yeah.
They lost for the first time since 1994 because the people wanted to send a signal. And now you see, say, this will be a coalition government and the government will be on its toes. Ghana is not a two-party state. What we are saying is, as Ghanaians, let's hold the MPP accountable. Because Vice President utterances here, said things are good. Ghanaians are not dumb. Ghanaians are not stupid. Like Pastor Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams says, Ghanaians are not that timid. If anybody thinks that he would say things to take us for granted, vice president, also your vice president, I'll say the economy you are building, you are doing real things. Poalugu Dam. If that man has any credibility, he shouldn't even be talking and mentioning President John Mahama's name. What did he say about the Poalugu Dam? Today, what is the reality on the ground? He says he has built more infrastructures than any other government. Name them. We dare him say, name them and let's compare. What has he done? Is it the laughter? Is it the show off that he's doing as a vice president? No.
In fact, in 2020, Okokango, Asempa, the Kusi saying Jumedi, so be shows to say, Poalugu Dam, no, Amwaye.
Yeah.
And that is in 2020. Until recently, Public Account Committee revelation Chile say a final payment of $12 million and yet signboard the crampons. Now say or qua pro or what count of baby say oba obey. The inconsistency.
Now, do you want to take such a person? Where's the credibility? Such a person, what do you expect that will get us a country from such a person? Or flip-floppy anytime? Kai say that student could be no nursing training allowance question. It's like the vice president is a vice president on Mars. He's not on earth with us in Ghana as we are all facing. Nana, Ghanaians are dying.
Okay.
Ghanaians are tired. Mr. Vice President, the economy is in shambles. Nothing is working in Ghana. Nothing. So if he is sleeping, he should wake up and smell the coffee.
You spend a chunk of the time and you said you may. Na Yenfe Nientia John Dramani Mahama who are here in the ensuing na yenhwe promises bia John Dramani Mahama make. And so in this case obo bisua na briefly no what
back to life economy. What is the 24-hour economy going to do? Ejuma bebrebe amamua the young ones or maybe school more fee. Everybody will get something that they have to do. President Mahama has stated, say, the allowances that he said he would not be able to give to nurses under this dispensations plans, no, or no bar, they will go through the student loan scheme. He has done it before. This is somebody who has said to us, when he comes, and President Mahama met the Okada riders from the country, their executives in Ashaman, and he told them, say, when he comes, what he has said, yes, they all converged at the Ashaman Park where he addressed them. And he indicated to them, so when he comes, he still holds that point that he will regularize them, Okada business will be regularized, and then when anything happens, we know that they are regularized.
So in the country, Okada for no.
Okada for no mobile now, no mudi komo ye. Ema omuka e catcher omo say oba ejuma na omo ye no. Aban de nechi ebe time
Okada for across the
country.
More fire.
What I say, Nana Dubai, he has said he's not going to regularize them. But President John Dramani Mahama Waka, in the previous manifesto, it was there. This manifesto was say Bebim Amehu. President Mahama has promised, say he's going to look at ensuring, say, a memo benye Juma aye. How is he going to do that? That is the factories that he's going to focus on. How does he focus on it? He's not saying that government will be the one providing the job. He says government will support the private sector in ensuring that there are companies, there are jobs for the people. President Mahama has also said he's going to come and do what he promised the last election. There's a policy he calls the big push. This big push would bring much more infrastructure development in the country. Now, Nana, in the days coming, in the weeks coming, the NDC is going to adore his manifesto. And that will be a people-centered manifesto, because he's not doing a manifesto from the comfort of his homes. What country nina with tea and Crawford, things and Crawford per se, the NDC government should achieve. And this time he has promised he will achieve them.
You already few messages. Ebenezer Mokhtar joins us on Facebook and says congratulations to Remy Aloku, to Darko, good job, more fire. Maunyo Freddy Agbenozovi, I'll say, no matter what the MPP government does, no matter what they do, so I mean, no matter what they do, they will be kicked out of power come December 7, 2024 by the people of Ghana. James Ofori-Appiah, BKQ, and this is SA, that is NDC South Africa, we are proud of you. NDC will form government come 2025. Go high, Johannesburg branch organizer. And also a day the message Abano. Nihad Abdullah, my brother, say it and say it again. When a man fails to achieve his goal in life, then he's looking for his father to blame. Bravo, Honorable Benjamin. Okay, we say we are big. Okay. So that is, I think I've done that message already. And see, my memory share brief on how the business community they are faring. Now saying, "Minim so monetize. I was so kind for super." Magazine crowd, baby, you see a town private developer be about 15,000 or more people. You see, now young fan connected to the high cost of living. Me say, but you bet him kitty me, 10 Ghana cedis. Oh, what? Me na me tell you, you be the my casa saying we are gusuka. Oh no, yes, I see, ashim you. They say tomatoes too, 5 cedis. Kitty you. Enti Chairman, me patrol.
Now we na Vice President can say the economy is good. It's only NDC 4, and can say the economy is not good. Nana, when you have a leadership, they are detached from the realities of the ground. This is what we see. Nana, tomatoes na oka. Maybe brodier mienu na okotoye no. Or you can afford it. Na obia wasori anikotokum sika wina na 20 Ghana cedi. Obeding.
Accra FM.
But there are people in this MPP administration bibie ko yia mom. Anya Brian Champion auto hotels.
One is valued at $600 million.
They have the money. They have the money. Ahine ko hu wasizila da pafi. They have the money. So for them, they are lost. They've lost touch with the ground and with the realities are air koso. Nana, President Mahama can say, maybe I mono. He made a statement, a categorical one, say, posterity and a bejajeno. Now, him said, Nanka, ni pape mua na opese anka oye mayen, but yantinasi. What is he saying? Or say, he feels for all of us. He's not going to say, me catch him na mointi, so now you are facing it. He says, oba, obeye niye. The economy needs to be run on certain pillars. If you run the economy on those pillars, no, and not for selfish people, say yenyena and benefiti yen for party yeska. Nana, galam say ninya meya ekosu Ghana Ghana as a country. Have you noticed say nkofo ahin no wa ben we mu a they've enjoyed out of this galamsey? Is Shemawutu not going everywhere? But President Mahama has indicated, say, when it comes to government, it will not be about a select few. It will be about the whole country. Ghanaians first. Now, and yes, on yeah, Mati business community for a minimum more can say, NDC were bemuno. They were being paid their when they are contractors, they were being paid their monies, they were being done this, they were being, and they were MPP people. But almost government about bemuno, they've selected who to pay, and even them are MPP for no, they've not been paid. That is the difference between MPP and NDC. Because the NDC believes in a Ghana for all of us. The MPP believes in a Ghana for a select few. Nana, President Mahama will change that narrative. Unim, I know. So why you be there? It is not something that he has never done before. The president has done it before. President Mahama has showed us the way. But because you see, I say Oliver Twist. I'm okay, but I want more. But Ghanaians felt, and I mean, my car was show was anytime I get myself here. Say, if President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was not declared president and ruled us for this 8 years, Yebeka de Bia say, Nana Addo was the president who was supposed to take this country to the promised land by a money chance. But after giving him the chance, Nana, this is the worst president. Journalists cannot even stay in this country anymore. Journalists cannot freely express themselves. But this is a man, I'll say, or a human rights lawyer. Today he has thrown it away. Today Nana Addo kwa opese chiefs are yen review of chiefs and sorry no mamechiano. That is the arrogance. That is the authority I willed it to himself. Now yet you say so you're president. You are the number one citizen of the land. But you don't disrespect chiefs. You pick and choose. A bania a more. Any chrome when yetina. Nana Addo say obi a born national anthem one sorry. And he sent a minister to go and out of anger. Say minister nkonko authorizing Nipan say Ohene. 2 days after that program, Nana Addo went for a program. The daughter was on phone when the national anthem of the country was being played. What kind of banana republic is this? What kind of banana? Till today, Neba has not had the temerity. So Obe apologizing to the people of Ghana. Why? Because the father has failed as a father. Ade Ghana and Nana Addo ni MP before Nkwade. Ya mau authority to rule the country. Develop the country for everybody. Not for a select few. Nana Addo. Obeka say, Yanfa Mawe, Yanfa. Nana Addo. Last time it's here, Kwame Plus. Kwame Plus say, your friend is saying, special prosecutor, yes, say, Bibia say, removing a forwarding into my command justice. Or no, buy no. Or see, oh, he's coming to do his work, finching. But in MPP, when they give you position, you have to do the work of the president. But Jabin Kisi, knowing very well, say, there's rule of law. He decided to go according to what the law says.
In fact, he was brought to Winchant NDC. And he wants to work according to law and procedure.
Today, President has forwarded a petition that is coming from no other person than Martin Amidu. Martin Amidu, who said the president was the mother serpent of corruption. Nana?
Nancy, I'm ready by the class. I say NDC and authenticated on not sure Kratana. So, anyway, that is also there.
Oh.
But let me direct your attention to a developing area, but a more controversial arena. Over John Dramani Mahama, of course, 2025, 7 January, incoming president. John Akambibi, say, obey president, ne government officials, no, say beno kasi here, ebo ma yituam DSTV bills, yituam water bill, yituam John say, ubichem. Na empufu a yegine basa no agi say be on an official assignment no ano krampo no John say one fair man. I say John one fair man say. But I just want you to take that's what I want to take. You think say it's ripe? Say
no, it is very ripe. Because if you are being paid a salary, Nana, the economy is in shambles. If we want to continue doing things the way we do things, we can revive the economy. Now, MPP4 are saying that we should tighten our belts, but they are not tightening their belt. So, as a president, if you want to achieve the goal, say, you take us out of the economic doldrums, I find yourself, things will have to be different. We a minister, now you're more V8, you're more Land Cruiser, and then DSTV, so government should pay for it. How? President Mahama will cut down the number of ministers you have. He will cut down the number of government appointees because a select few, they cannot achieve anything. President Anado told us, he's going to form the most lean government of all government. When he came into power, you saw the government he formed. President John Dramani Mahama has stated clearly, say, come what may, ministers, government agencies, government officials who are supposed to be under Article 71 for, there are certain things that he will take away from them because we are building a country. And if you are building a country, you need to do it collectively. Nana, what obey? Because at the end of the day, I am sure, say, anybody that is under Article 71 is being paid better than anybody that is working at Malata and Nase Makola.
Oh, use Askra, use journalists.
Let me use journalists.
One open group back one or more Ghana or Makatria. Yeah.
But you are supposed to be the third realm. Yeah.
And
Nana, it's a pity. It's in a President Mahama can say when he comes, some of these specs now will be to quiet. And now I'm kind about Ghana Commercial Bank for board of directors, or more travel allowance.
Yeah.
Where did we go wrong as a country?
I think that back for 10 days around. I stand for correction, but about $38,000.
That's what I'm saying.
10 days.
But you have somebody like Dr. Stephen Amwa, finance minister, deputy. Autumiko Jina Mike so Ekase. Jesus Christ. But
they can some of the long-term policy.
Yes.
But me had the long-term policy, but they appreciate Ghana city no. Timunya botre. I feel so I catch a journalist and say, atade no hye no. Say import and also the import. Into every import-led economy no. Chances are that you have a depreciation of the city.
Okay.
But the question and Nanka Yebisa say, since we during Mahama as president, no one say import-led economy.
Stephen Amwa was crying like a baby. He was crying like a baby, say, what we have done to this country, what we have done to this country. It is times 10 what this government has done. But I won't say hypocrisy. MPA bossy, Mustafa Hamid, then Awanka. And then I'm told, say, he has even grown black hair. It's comfortable. Nana, we can't continue doing these things to the people of Ghana. It is a national duty to go out there, vote, and acquire second independence for this country. It's the BRC our canon.
Yeah.
Because if we don't do this, Nana.
Okay. Oraba, may I say he will restore the toll booths? Maybe opinion on that. Toll booths number.
Nana, in every interview I granted when those toll booths were collapsed, I said, there was no reasoning person in government. Nana, you too quiet. Everywhere, road tolls are paid. Even in the US. Even in the US. Road tolls are a chunk of the monies that are used to develop roads. They come from road tolls. I thought, we would have reasoned and modernized it. Nana, na motorway so now also bank card cry you have to give them cash. You are not sure who is going to account for what we should have modernized it. And that is another form of revenue. By a kai omonti. Didn't a minority in parliament raise opinion say why are you cutting scrapping road tolls? We have a road minister Okojina motorway or say omo patchy road no. And if you don't know what road construction you should shut up. And now after motorway no Nana, the road toll cancellation was a mistake, a drastic one that has exposed, say, MPP, they don't have any foresight into revenue generation. All they know is to give us taxes that will enrich them. But for things that will bring in revenue, the ordinary citizens, they don't look at it that way.
Your 10 minutes, me, sorry, so. Mami Fanfa Mahama on the decongestion of the capital city. Greater Accra, or say a choke. Now, finding means and ways, or the be decongest the capital city. What's the baby? Say how come? I mean, I see. Now me ready around Pretoria, Johannesburg, and one other a very popular offices here.
Cape Town now.
I think Cape Town. And we say me almost share umukuru no. And now me imagine Ghana he funny asheshe. Me de be too many amenye bi. But Nkrofo so nya independence 1990 ya. Me patwa say na we fane GM ya adwin.
I think President Mama is very right. Now, you know what happens in these different cities in South Africa? Johannesburg, Pretoria, Cape Town, Durban. The slums. Your friend Zongos, Ewaha. If you go to South Africa, you visit the slums. Nyansa Abaho. Nana, there are three things that they have. There are three things that the slums or Zongos have. Road network, water, and electricity. Nana, decongesting Accra is very doable. How? I'm saying be other regions about Accra because Accra is where they believe that they can make a life.
Yeah.
If you provide certain amenities in other regions, for example, Ibrahim Mahama recently was starting palm oil, palm farm or Volta. Do you know the number of people he's going to employ from the Volta region? Those people will not come to Accra to come and work at Tema Station anymore because when him so ye Juma or Volta, Obenya Accra, Oba Accra is the same thing that he's going to get. So he will stay in the Volta region and do. It's about pragmatic policies. It's about, like he says, using technology. Because nobody is developing as a nation across the globe without the use of technology. Ghana their technology near the agro. A bini 5G yeah more be free of charge.
Gent in Franco.
It's just pity. It's a pity. But if we use technology and use it in a proper way, like President Mahama wants us to use it, we'll be able to decongest the capital. We'll be able to create conducive environment in all the other regions where people cut it down. Nana, it is not only about the congestion of Greater Accra. It's about people leaving the country en masse. Nana. Now, Faka, Paki, Ewo down, airport departure. Nako Jino, I heard the non-business community said, don't go. When we come, there will be great policies that would benefit not only a select few, but Ghana.
Live on Accra 100.5 FM, we're having a beautiful conversation. Mr. Benjamin Kofi Kwashi, chairman of Council of Elders NDC in South Africa. He's also a communicator for the party. He's doing his best possible. Senebeya Aben Beba power. There are so many things he's doing behind the scenes, and he doesn't blow his trumpet, we can say the tuja enye, but I can say this man is helping so many people behind the scene because of some people are energized, to want to keep on the fight. Say ombe to abene guna fufro aba. Message is abado okay, so Mary Adam also I believe in GM and the NDC with a 24-hour economy, because in the developed countries is the policy which is helping the economy grow. Apia George sends a high five. We say my brother say it and say it again, when a man fails to achieve his goal, he blames his father or no senidia or they abandon. Okay, me patrol with the last 5 minutes. Okay, we say Kofi Sanusi, great submission, Excellency Benjamin Kofi question. Last 5 minutes, baby, I am quiet. Be I say, or touch it on. Wait immediately the last 4 to 5 minutes. Attach
Mami, quickly touch it on Frank Davis, lawyer Frank Davis, press conference. Oh, yeah. He tried to rope in President Mahama, saying, say, President Mahama, okay, this government, they don't learn. Mekai say, during the handing over, President Mahama cast Omukuhu Tunfo about the settlement agreement when they handed over. Nanado decided, say, he's not going to give him. And he moved on. He left that property for them, even though he was entitled to it. Frank Davis press conference, he said, say, President Mahama wanted something. President Mahama is not a coward. President Mahama, he's not a coward. He needs nothing from this MP. President Mahama, when he travels on his own. President Mahama has stated, say, in the office, he pays his own water and electricity bills. So what does President Mahama want from Nanado? And Nanado, why who say he's a very vindictive person on Tubia, it's all about himself and the people, his cronies. Nana,
John,
the MPP should not bring President Mahama into their mess. That one, the NDC will fight it because formally ne omoka ne aye din ne ehom. So obi akwa ko judge ana obi akwa kase do this, do that to help me win a case. Where do you bring President Mahama? NDC here press conference. Nanado di. But we knew very well, said Nanado and what is his name? Former finance minister Ken Oforiatta. According to Jackma's statement, they are the ones who said, say, they wanted to jail her to force him. But nobody has mentioned those two people's names. Nana, all I want to say in conclusion is that as Ghanaians, we shouldn't lose hope. As Ghanaians, we have always risen from very difficult situations. As Ghanaians, when things are going very difficult for us, we work around very hard to turn it around. Nana, enye enkoye, but me bompai say, yenina betina good health mu, yenina benya adrimpa, accord to the polls on December 7th. And with our terms, yen voti, ni yi Nanado, and in the MPP abayin fiyo, ni enfa John Dramani Mahama, and Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, embra into government. Because these are the two people that rescue this country from the sinking ship that it finds itself. Yes, this civic responsibility will continue to allow the MPP to do the wrongs that they are doing against us. Nana, we cannot continue like that as a country. We need to change the narrative. We need to change the status quo. And we can only do that by voting for John Dramani Mahama and the NDC party.